life I'm living, still gon' hold this shit down. Every day of my life, yeah, nigga chasing cheese. And I'm saying niggas that be around, they won't see you on your feet. My mama's been doing bad, but I ain't going into that. I done picked that girl up when I caught my first package. I'll be damn. Me and my people hurting for something for a day. That shit happened, the next man ain't getting nothing. Faded the root of evil, and that's my damn best friend. I put that on my life, ain't nobody gon' fuck with him. You try to jam it, yeah, that ass getting chopped. Trying to serve, ain't got no business on my block, I bet you're getting chopped. Now either way you try to fuck with my pop, don't believe that ass getting chopped. Now what's it gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn me G, all by this bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread, all by my bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread, all by my bread. Now what's it gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn me G, all by this bread. Now bitch, I'm all up by my bread, all by my bread. Now bitch, I'm all up by my bread, all by my bread. Now bitch, I'm back in the mix. Some flaky niggas better stand down. Came home, got me some yam, I'm the man now. Niggas, some bitches off.
What's going on? Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel. It's your boy Pelican Bay K9's giving it to you the way I always do, fair and unbiased. Some gonna like it, some ain't. Like I always tell my brothers and sisters out there, man, some gonna like it, some ain't. You know, big shout out to all the pet lovers across the world. We got some dog talk, some dog news to talk about today. We got an update on that dog bus from PA. Boy, I gotta show y'all some video. We're gonna talk about that as well. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to everybody that's watching, everybody that's not tuned in yet, that's planning on coming. Big shout out to you, just in case I don't get the chance to shoot to that shout out once we get rolling. You know, big shout out to my brothers down in the chat. Show enough, what's going on, my brother? Ross Mindframe, big salute to you. Appreciate you dropping in with us tonight, homie. Appreciate you, man. Big salute to everybody out there. Like I said, we got some dog talk today. I got some things to talk about. First thing, you know, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this news over first. That way I can drop these links for brothers. If anybody want to come in on a link, you know, talk any dog talk, ask any questions or anything, you know, come up here. So I'm gonna drop that link now, and I'm gonna drop it throughout the show. So give me a quick second. Then we're gonna jump into this news. We got I want to say an 8-year-old boy that was mauled. He's making a recovery. We're gonna jump into that first. Let me get this link so I can post for y'all brothers and sisters. All right. Boom. All right, that's the link for anybody that want to get up here if they decide they want to get up here throughout the night. And I'm gonna drop the link as well some more, you know. But let's get into this news, man. 8-year-old little boy gets mauled by dogs. Let me pull it up here for you.
Boy on the road to recovery. He was attacked by 2 dogs over the weekend and has been in the hospital ever since.
This happened Sunday afternoon in a North Linden neighborhood. A police officer rushed the child to the hospital, and tonight we are hearing from the boy's family. We thank you for joining us for NBC4 at 5. I'm Jared Smalley.
And I'm Jennifer Bullock. NBC4's Eric Halperin is outside of Nationwide Children's Hospital, where he's been being taken care of. Eric?
Jen and Jared, Oscar Kuhn is in the ICU here. Family members say he's shown some positive signs recently, and they are hopeful for more of those. As you can imagine, this has been a difficult week for them, but they say Oscar is a fighter. And this is 8-year-old Oscar Kuhn and his younger sister Genevieve. Loved ones say they have their moments like most siblings, but Oscar is a great big brother.
They have a really, really sweet relationship and really love each other very much. And she's been talking about him nonstop. Can't wait to see him.
The kids were playing outside Sunday in their North Linden neighborhood when 2 dogs from another house in the neighborhood attacked Oscar.
He loves animals. And I think that's been something that's just made this situation even harder, is to think that his love for animals could be jeopardized in any way.
Police shot both dogs and an officer rushed Oscar to the hospital in extremely critical condition. The 8-year-old's aunt, Rebecca Hook-Katona, says he has traumatic injuries to his face. She tells me her sister and brother-in-law have been playing his favorite playlist in the ICU room.
The way that they live their lives is so altruistic, and they genuinely just live to serve other people and people around them. And no one deserves to have this happen to them, but they deserve it least of all.
Oscar loves Fortnite and sports, is creative, thoughtful, and empathetic. While lots of healing and recovering is ahead, Hook-Katona says knowing a community is rallying behind him is helping.
He's so beautiful, and I think that he is going to thrive. We really believe that, and he just has like such a light in his spirit. It's infectious, and people want to be around him. Kids and adults want to be around him, and nothing about this can change that.
And the family is also thanking the community for what they say has been an outpouring of support. They plan to decorate Oscar's hospital room with the cards and messages they've gotten. There are also some ways you can help. We'll have those posted on our website, NBC4i.com. Local for you, I'm Eric Halpern, NBC4.
Eric, thank you. And according to the Columbus City Attorney's Office, the owner of the dogs will face several charges, including failure to confine a previously designated dangerous dog. Animal Control tells us because the investigation into Sunday's attack is still ongoing, charges have not officially been filed yet.
And records show this is not the first problem with the owner. According to Animal Control, criminal charges were filed against him for a dog bite in 2024. Animal Control says that involved a different dog than the ones from Sunday's attack.
All right, now I want to give you the body cam footage directly off the scene of the crime, you know what I'm saying, when the dog's attacking the boy. So I'm going to give you the body cam footage, and you just heard news people say this isn't the first time this brother's dogs is attacking people. So if he's having a problem with controlling his dogs, you know, they need to they know what to do. You know, when you have brothers and sisters that can't control them kind of dogs, especially a dog that's going to attack somebody. So let's get into this body cam footage. 8-year-old boy mauled by a couple dogs.
Do whatever needs to be done with this 29, or you good? She's holding what she can.
5-3. I need him, Hiawatha and Carolyn. The dogs are attacking someone. Hey!
I copy.
Hey! 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 Ah! Hey! No! Get back! Hey! Get back! No! Get back! Get back! Radio, shots fired. I put some down.
I copy. Shots fired.
I got a guy trying to beat him with a shovel. One of them's going to be 1018. The other one's running to 1 street north, though. The kid's messed up bad. They threw him in a cruiser and took him to children. Okay. I just put the dog down.
Did they need to like rendezvous with them?
He is, but he's on the interstate. They're going clear down to Nationwide.
All right, that's the body cam footage from the 8-year-old little boy. Now, I'm waiting on a couple more people to get up in here, and then we're going to show that update from the Pennsylvania situation. And man, when you look at these dogs, I just want you to check them out, you know, and just give me your opinion on it. And like I said, the link's down in the chat for anybody that want to get up, ask any questions, want to talk about anything, you know, and you know, I got some more stuff as well, dog talk to talk about throughout the night. Big salute to Legion Fury up in the building, 23-1 Fitness up in the building, and John Denver, man, salute to y'all brothers, man. City Boy Kennels, what's going on? What's going on? Yes, sir, man. Got the fellas up in the house. We about to get into this dog talk. You know, let me go ahead and get this update from this Pennsylvania dog fighting bus, man. Let me go ahead and get this out the way, and that way I don't got to show no more news. You know.
Dogs from a local community are finally getting the care and treatment they deserve.
They were seized from a...
All right, I'm gonna let this play, but I'm gonna stop it in a few minutes, and I want y'all to check something out.
Home in Luzerne County last week after state police say they were part of one of the worst forms of animal cruelty. 2822's Gianna Golly joins us now live in the studio to explain. Gianna?
Candace, good evening. More than 20 dogs from a Hazleton home are now being medically evaluated and taken care of at the ASPCA. State police say they were involved in a dog fighting ring. I spoke with a resident tonight in the area who says he's seen the dogs and officials who rescue them. Held tight, comforted, and nourished, these dogs, along with many others, are finally receiving proper care. On Monday, the ASPCA, the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, took in 28 Pitbull bred dogs.
And I'm just very glad that they're out of those conditions.
Shocking. ASPCA, the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, took in 28 Pitbull bred dogs.
And I'm just very glad that they're out of those conditions.
Shocking conditions at this home on Ridge Avenue in West Hazleton. State police say it's
23-1 saved me and saved y'all. 23-1 saved you couldn't hear nothing. I had the mic muted just now. Let me take that back a split second so y'all can see and hear what I was saying about that.
Cruelty to animals. Took in 28 Pitbull.
Yeah, I said, look at that dog right there. You can see a little disfigurement with his nose. You know, when I say when you have these kind of dogs on your yard, you can't be mad at nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at nobody else when you got these kind of dogs on your yard. Soon as anybody see this dog, other than you, you know, they gonna say something about it. You know, and Lord forbid is any kind of bill collector or any kind of postal driver or anybody like that. You know, you do it to yourselves, man. Brothers do it to themselves. But let's keep this going because I want you to check something out. Appreciate you 23-1 for telling me you couldn't hear that thing. You know, we back up in here. Let's check the rest of this video out.
Bred dogs.
And I'm just very glad that they're out of those conditions.
Shocking conditions at this home on Ridge Avenue in West Hazleton. State police say it's part of an animal cruelty and dog fighting investigation.
It's just sad.
There we go. There we go, brothers and sisters. And we're going to get a closer look up on that. You know, it's one thing I told brothers, the difference between us from back in the days and the newer brothers today's time. You don't take pride in your upkeep in your dogs. You know, that's not one show right there on that dog right there. And that's the thing about black dogs. You know, they scar up so bad. You know, there's no way in hell that you can tell anybody that that dog there is not used for fighting. I can't see that dog there broke out and got hit by a car. I can't see that dog there ran up under the fence and got scratched up. I can't see that dog got loose on a chain accident and got that. That didn't come from one chain accident. You know, we just got to be real with it, man. And when folk catch you with these kind of dogs on your yard, you can't look at somebody like, oh, you told on me. This, man, listen here, man. You told on your damn self like half of these brothers out here do and try to blame it on somebody else. You know, it just is what it is, man. It is what it is.
They don't deserve that. Stephen Guzman, whose face we are not showing, lives nearby. He was happy to hear the dogs are in good care, but told me he's seen a couple of them before in poor conditions outside the home.
Like one of them's ears was like a little bit off.
On Thursday, February 27th, Tracy Morgan Chopik and the Luzerne County Animal Response Team seized the dogs from the home while serving a search warrant.
You know, that scene will stay with me for the rest of my life. And unfortunately not in a good way.
19 dogs were found in crates inside, 8 were in a shed outside, and 1 was running loose out on the property. The dog showed scars on.
Now, you can hide a ear broke, a ear cut off or something. A dog can do that on a chain accident. You know, getting bust all up, damn near to death. A dog can do that on a chain accident. You know, but that, you know, that's a black dog that wasn't getting creamed down with your mane and all that type of stuff, that cream that you put on it. You got to put that cream, that purple spray. You got to put all your sulfur and stuff like that on them dogs, man, when they be looking like that. I'm not talking about nothing illegal. I'm talking about just in general, when you got a dog that look like that, could be coming from the mange or anything. Not that dog now. That's not mange, but I'm talking about if its hair need to be coming back. It's things you put on these dogs, man. You know, that dog cannot be seen by not one motherfucker. You better not even let your person who in your family who don't like you see that dog. You know, I'm telling you right now. So, you know, when that brother, when them folk came to his house and they found just that one dog, he already knew what time it was. You know, he know, I'm quite sure he knew what time it was. I mean, it just is what it is. Like I say, we can fight for these breed and we can say certain things don't happen at certain times, but in this case, you know, it just is what it is. You know, and I'm gonna say this. I gotta keep saying this. The brother who got 500 years, we ain't seen one picture that they showed of him looking like that. I will say this. Brother Randall Thaxton that got 20 years and got to serve a mandatory 5 as an older man, didn't have one dog that was showed on the news looking like this, you know. But like I said, over here in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Florida, and Alabama, and Mississippi, they dragging brothers about this dog thing. I don't know how they do other places, you know what I'm saying? But they dragging them on this side, you know, some shit like that. See, the brother in the Pentagon, he got probation. You know, like I said, in different states, it's different because it's not as plentiful, it's not as abundant in them other states, so they charge it on first time basis. You know, there ain't no bulldoggers coming from Washington State. Salute to all my bulldoggers from Washington State, but you know, I always gotta say it. My Mexican brothers went through it, and the brothers put me on check on the back streets, show me them Mexican champions, you know, from out of old day times. So I mean, hey, I'm gonna say it like this: I ain't heard a bulldog story from Washington State. You know, no bulldog stories, no bulldog bust, no nothing, but only one situation. So that's why that one particular situation, they handled it like it's all easy and all that. But over here in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, and Florida, man, they cutting folk head off, man. Mr. 216, they cutting them head off, homie. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Let's keep this video going. I just want y'all to look at that dog, man, and understand some things this ain't made to have on your yard. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta think, man. You know, yeah, you can do this or you can do that, but bro, I'm just gonna let the video play and we'll talk about it.
Their head, chest, and legs.
Oh my goodness. Look at that, man. We all seen that before, but I'm not gonna lie. This is 2025, and I preach it all the time, brothers. You know what I'm saying? If that's a dog you love and that's supposed to be a grand champion for anybody that's doing something illegal, and that's supposed to be some type of, man, listen, man, that dog ain't in no shape to do nothing else. I'm gonna tell you now, all that face area is sore, tender. That's why brothers say a lot of y'all did stuff, you know, and dogs don't be healed up. You know, it might be a great dog. He might be considered a great dog. You know, I'm quite sure by him keeping that dog in that shape, he considered it a great dog. You know, that's the only way a brother will keep a dog like that, if they feel like, oh, this dog is something, I gotta keep it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, the brother just made a mistake. I ain't here to bash him. I'm just here to get the news. He just made a mistake, had a wrong kind of stuff on your yard, doing the wrong kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, we learn from everybody's mistakes. The next man don't got to make the same mistake this brother made. And this mistake ain't the end of the world. You learn from your mistakes, brother, and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, they won't ban you from dogs because you just did something, you know, have some fighting dogs. They'll give you some time or something, but they ain't gonna ban you from it. You come back, treat your dogs right, do the right things with them, man, and just go a whole other route. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta send a salute again to the brothers down in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Willie, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? Let this thing keep playing, man. Let this video finish playing out. Let me get into this dog talk.
Live in the studio to explain. Gianna?
We're going to play it all the way
Good
out this
evening. More
time.
than 20 dogs from a Hazleton home are now being medically evaluated and taken care of at the ASPCA. State police say they were involved in a dog fighting ring. I spoke with a resident tonight in the area who says he's seen the dogs and officials who rescue them. Held tight, comforted, and nourished, these dogs, along with many others, are finally receiving proper care. On Monday, the ASPCA, the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, took in 28 Pitbull bred dogs.
And I'm just very glad that they're out of those conditions.
Shocking conditions at this home on Ridge Avenue in West Hazleton. State police say it's part of an animal cruelty and dog fighting investigation.
It's just sad. They don't deserve that.
Stephen Guzman, whose face we are not showing, lives nearby. He was happy to hear the dogs are in good care, but told me he's seen a couple of them before in poor conditions outside the home.
Like one of them's ears was like a little bit off.
On Thursday, February 27th, Tracy Morgan Chopik and the Luzerne County Animal Response Team seized the dogs from the home while serving a search warrant.
You know, that scene will stay with me for the rest of my life. And unfortunately not in a good way.
19 dogs were found in crates inside, 8 were in a shed outside, and 1 was running loose out on the property. The dogs showed scars on their head, chest, and legs, a sign of dog fighting, according to investigators.
You don't ever want to see that. There's no need for that. It's just completely unnecessary.
Other items located on the property include a weighted collar, treadmill, and spring pole. Training objects used for the dogs to build strength and endurance. State police collected medical items being used on the dogs too, which included IV materials, dog aspirin, and parasite growth retardant solution.
That's just messed up.
The ASPCA tells 2822 News the dogs are receiving medical and behavioral evaluations, care, and treatment until placement options are determined.
It's difficult to see animals in that condition, in that state. You know, we got them all out of there. They're all onto a better situation.
The person inside the home at the time of the search warrant was taken to the Luzerne County Correctional Facility on unrelated charges. Police are still investigating, and there's no word if anyone has been charged in connection with the dogfighting ring. In just the past year alone, nationwide, the ASPCA has assisted law enforcement with 17 cases of suspected dogfighting. Live in the studio, Gianna Gali, 2822 News. Nick Candace.
All right. Let's get into the dog talk, man. That's the scarred uppest dog we seen all year. I ain't gonna lie to you, in all the little events, articles we showed, that's the worst looking dog I seen all year. That's one of them dogs they show you on the Peter commercial. They might not even show that one on the Peter commercial. Uncle Willie, man, what I'm gonna do with him, man? Uncle Willie talking about clubbing tonight. Man, them boys too crazy out there for me to be clubbing. But anyway, man, let me get into this dog talk, man. I want to start this thing off. Say I got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Well, a good bit, not too much. You know, one thing I understood and I understand, man, some people, it's hard. They don't catch on, like they just listen to one sentence I say. And then they come at me or they attack me or they discredit it or have something to say about it. Sometimes most of the times it's more than one sentence. It's the whole paragraph. It's the moral of the story. You know what I'm saying? It's not just that one sentence. If you listen to everything I'm talking about, then you'll get the moral of the story. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't do that. They just take the first time I say, as soon as I start talking about this, oh, this ain't this or this is this, you know, and it don't be like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers just gotta, you know, be easy sometimes. But I want to say, you know, I want to apologize to anybody, you know, who became in my tracks or in my way. When I say in my way, somebody that I done talked about or anybody that I done talked about for no reason, and you know, talk trash about their dogs or anything like that for no reason. I want to apologize to a lot of people because I talk trash to a lot of y'all brothers out there about y'all dogs. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it, I'm gonna continue to give these brothers this news showing up. I gotta continue to give these brothers this news, and I'm gonna continue to stay firm on it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it, you know, it's some brothers that I've been saying stuff about that really ain't did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, I'm gonna mind my business when it comes to certain things, you see, because me and Titan don't got no problem. And I want to apologize to Titan, aka Craig. I want to apologize to you, big homie. You know what I'm saying? Or big dog, you know, or brother, however you want me to address you. You know, I'm gonna apologize to you because at the end of the day, only thing I really had a problem with you about was nothing. I was addressing something that another brother sent me, said something about what you and him had going on with the puppies. I mean, what you and him had going on with his female being bred. I didn't have to get into that, period. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing when I'm doing the news, but certain stuff I don't got to get involved with. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I didn't have to get involved with. And when I got involved with that, I probably said something slick, and then you maybe said something slick, but I started. You know what I'm saying? So I want to apologize because you never really did nothing to me. I went on your Puma dogs. I've been going in on all them, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of times, a lot of these brothers just be collateral damage. Like I said, Titan ain't did nothing to me. But if I'm going at one person, you know, I might as well go at somebody else or whoever I feel like it. And I'm not gonna lie, Titan, I felt like you had something to do with putting that little thing out, you know, that fake paper thing out that know about me. But at the end of the day, I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. I didn't think no more about that the day after I saw that. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing to me. You know, but I do want to apologize. You know, I don't know nothing about them Puma dogs. I don't know nothing about you know, none of that stuff. I never ran the Puma dogs. I had homeboys who ran it. You know what I'm saying? I had homeboys who ran it, but at the end of the day, man, you know, I just like I started off and actually started off the year and ended 2024. I don't want all that type of smoke. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Maul can't. I don't got no problem with you, Maul can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. You know, talking to you directly, Maul can't. You got good dogs. You know, and I'll be honest when I say I only brought your name up because of what old boy was doing. You know, old boy pumping your dogs and he coming at me trying to tear me down. So I want to go at the whole team. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I came at it. But at the end of the day, Mo, you ain't do nothing to me. I'm apologize, and I'm sincerely apologizing to you and Titan. You know what I'm saying? Because I brought both of y'all boys into a situation you didn't have to be brung into. You know what I'm saying? Saying things about your dogs I didn't have to say about your dogs. You know, Mo Cut, you know, you did do some shady stuff when it comes to that hog stuff. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, all the other stuff is not necessary. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessary. You don't deserve it as a man. Titan don't deserve it as a man, especially as a bulldog man. And guess what, Mo can't. And guess what, Titan. I got my own dogs. Ain't nobody making me do shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this off my own strength. I got my own dogs, my own dog stories, and I don't need nobody to back me up for shit. You know what I'm saying? So I sincerely want to apologize to Titan. You ain't got to worry about that no more, Titan. Unless me and you have some type of situation, you know, in the future, which I doubt we will. We never did. Cunt, you ain't got to worry about it. You know, I can't change what I said. I said what I said. You know, this, I mean, it is what it is. But from this point on, you don't got to worry about it. And like I said, I apologize for bringing y'all into somebody else situation that ain't even on y'all level, period. Neither one of y'all. I can say what I want about Cunt, or I can say what I want about the next brother. But at the end of the day, you know, the person that I'll bring y'all into the situation with, I shouldn't have did it. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'll speak to y'all on the back street, you know what I'm saying, if necessary. And I'm just going to leave it at that, man. You know, Yellow One, what's going on with you, brother? How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing all right, PBK. What's going on, man?
Ain't too much, man. Different day, trying to make it, man. Coming up here live. I ain't been live in a minute. Just trying to rock with folk tonight, see what's going on, man, with these dogs. What you got going on new with it?
Oh man, shit, man. Just you know, just the same old, man. You know, I got the little litter on the ground, a couple litters or whatever. Got a couple males for sale. But other than that, though,
you want to tell anybody? You want to tell anybody? You want to tell anybody about the puppies you want to sell that you're trying to get rid of? Shit, I mean, I wouldn't do it if I knew you was a real dog, man, and you doing the right things with your dog, fam. Because I can't use my podcast to promote nothing or do nothing, but I know you real like that and you rocking like that. So if you want to advertise what you got right now, you can do it, dog. It's on you.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that, man. Oh man, I got a male that's about almost 4 months old. He's a G Red Boy Rascal dog with some Red Boy Jocko up in him. And then I got a male that's lion bred off Ramrod. He's off the dog in my picture, you know, the avatar. He's off of him bred to a Ramrod daughter. So it's like lion bred Ramrod, you know, to had brother, had sister breeding. I think they're like second cousins too. So yeah, like I said, I just got a couple of, couple pups that I'm that I got. That ain't why I came up to advertise them though. But I appreciate you giving me.
Good.
Yeah, I appreciate you giving me, you know what I'm saying, giving me the opportunity to do that. But yeah, I got them two males available. I sold one last week. Like I said, man, I just stuck to my price, and shit, I ain't come down, and it took a minute, but hey, he went to a good home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying, for not being a tie kicker, and you know what I'm saying, coming on through. I appreciate them for that. But I like what you just said, how you apologize, and you know what I'm saying, you got everything, that you wanted to say. I liked it. I commend you for that.
Thank you, man.
That's why, I like listening, I like talking to you. Like we don't talk, you know what I'm saying? We talk on here,
Yeah.
But I because you when you say you fair and unbiased, I think you are. You let people talk, if they got a difference of opinion, you know what I'm saying, you don't get mad with them, or you know what I'm saying, and feel a certain way about the person. You let people just say, you know what I'm saying, what how they feel, and you say how you feel, and ain't no love lost, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no animosity built up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And even when it comes to that Big John stuff, man, I got this is the thing, man. If brothers don't know, and when it comes to that yellow stuff and that Big John stuff, and a lot of that tant stuff and different things, sometimes I get to acting like a spoiled brat because of the simple fact I was raised up around here. I know all these folk, at least a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? And it's like almost to the point where, you get to where you take things for granted. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like, oh, you got brothers over. You know how I may say something like, oh or you gassed up because you talked to a real dog. Like I said the other day, you gassed up because you talked to a real dog, man, for the first time. But hey, everybody got to talk to somebody for the first time. You never gonna just wake up and be like, oh, I got 50 dog, man, I can just go call right now today. You know what I'm saying? So you always have to start from that one person, and that you get to the second person and the third person. You know, so I can get acting like a spoiled brat sometimes, being used to all this yellow shit and this and that and this and that, and certain dog men that brothers may look up to and different things, and I just gotta sit back and just take a breath and recuperate that thing up, dog. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of things you say you can't take it back, but any real man know if it ain't nothing that you dealing with his kids or his wife or his mama or his family or his daddy or something like that. Man, I'm not going to get in no trouble about none of that. That's why I say about anybody that talk trash about me, dog, you ain't literally and physically touched me and none of my folk and nobody around me, and you ain't affecting nobody how my folk living and none of that. I'm not worried about none of that talking stuff. I'm not trying to hurt you. I might talk shit, but at the end of the day, I ain't trying to do nothing to you. I ain't trying to put myself in that situation where I gotta get 3 meals a day, can't go out when I want to. If I want to stay in the house all day, it's because I want to, not because I have to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just smart enough to know not to take it to that level, but everybody not. You know what I'm saying? But to them brothers I spoke about earlier, hopefully, and I feel like they grown enough to understand what I'm saying. Sometimes you get caught up in the likes and the views and all that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's why I say when I wrote my book, dog, it ain't about did I write this shit better than everybody else. It just gave me time enough to think about certain things, you know what I'm saying? It gave me time enough, dog, to think about how many people gonna hate and just not gonna buy just because. How many people really, rock with you and the dogs? How many people really is worth you rocking with in the dogs? You know what I'm saying? It's like, just like I say about the shit Chico said a lot. We don't like how he talk, but a lot of stuff he say be true about the community, man. If it was a whole lot more togetherness, a whole lot more unity, it'd be a whole lot different. Things would be a whole lot more solid in the community. It shouldn't be. It could be torn down and torn through so easily. It's nothing for them folk to listen. The same way I said it to. I ain't mean to keep talking, Yellow, but I'm gonna say something real quick before I forget. Same way I told a brother the other day, right? You could be the biggest dope dealer in the world, man. You could be selling all the work and don't fuck with no dogs as far as fighting, but you got pit bulls. They can't get a dope warrant on you. They can't get nobody to set you up, but they can get you with them dogs. Them dogs is an automatic search warrant for them, and they're gonna go in the house and they're gonna get the drugs without a drug search warrant, is what I'm saying. Some brothers don't, it ain't all the time gotta be, to get the drugs, now they got the dogs. Think about it the other way around. They don't got a drug warrant, they can't get you, your shit tight. Your folk tight who you fuck around, your circle tight when it come to that. But now you rock with the dogs. And it's a whole lot easier to come over here about the dogs because we can just come about chain setups. We can come about cages, any damn thing. You know what I'm saying? And then now they come over here, you got a dog that look like that brother dog is now. Dog, that's an automatic search warrant for your house. You know what I'm saying? Now they don't need no kind of warrant for nothing they want to look for. Everything they want to find, if they want to find anything, they can find it when they come for that dog search warrant. If they want to take it that far. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Just trying to do things the right way. Like, we can go and I'm saying this to say this. What I'm saying now don't mean if somebody say the wrong thing, I ain't gonna say something back. You know what I'm saying? Right. It just mean I don't wanna involve people who don't got nothing to do with it. Same way I say about Garcia and the rest of them brothers. Even 7-8 them. 7-8 them never said nothing about me, really. You know what I'm saying? But they homeboys with somebody who I was going at. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then we're not talking about going at them for a week. We talking about some shit that done lingered on for over a year's time. You know what I'm saying? And over a year's time, you gotta go blow. You're gonna blow for blow. Eventually, it's gonna trickle down to all that other stuff. It's just like if we did compare it to the streets and all that type of stuff, you know, we can say, oh, if we don't stop going, me and you beefing with each other every day, we don't stop that. Eventually, it might start off with me and you, but now it leading to our homeboys and all this other stuff. And people who don't even got nothing. Look at the brother who just got killed, little Ronnie. They say he ain't even had nothing to do with the stuff that happened, even though that was his homeboy. You know, it's a whole bunch of stories that go out, but they say his homeboy did something and he had to pay the piper for it. And things go down like that, especially when you're dealing with jackasses. You know what I'm saying? Now you got two people, life gone, they gonna get death penalty. You got two other people lost their life. You got that young lady and that brother who both passed. Them generations of people who could have been here, creating more families and other stuff. Man, and then you're gonna have people around them who suffer, the grandparents on both sides who gonna lose family members. You know what I'm saying? And it's like someday we gotta just, all of us as people gotta sit back and just take a deep breath, man, and just look at what's going on in front of us, man. Just more than with the dogs, you know, with the dogs and just with life in general, man. You know, it's just stupid as hell out here, bro. It's just stupid as hell. And I see Yellow One, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I see that the positive don't get feed like the negative shit get, dog. And the thing about it, this Pitbull community is not the kind of community where negative shit need to be the only thing to get feed for. You brothers need to damn support the positive. You can't support the negative. The negative is what not supposed to be talked about, right? But when brothers see this, the only way y'all gonna pay attention, you know, you got all the dog brothers trying to, everybody, brothers like, Fat Bill, Bubba Max, every single body who may not normally be involved with drama, but like, man, fuck that, I'm gonna go ahead and say something slick my damn self. I gotta get me some views. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have to be like that, dog. This is the type of dog game that everybody need to be talking legitimate. You know what I'm saying? And we put ourselves, you know, all of us, you know what I'm saying? We put ourselves in situations where, you know, we try to battle each other. Who got the best story? Who got the best dogs in the past? This and that and this and that. At the end of the day, man, we just gotta think smarter. We gotta do better and support these young brothers that's coming up. Because at the end of the day, I ain't gonna have the energy to keep doing what I'm doing. Fat Bill ain't gonna have the energy to keep doing what he's doing. Bubba ain't gonna have the energy. Going hard ain't gonna have the energy. Samurai ain't gonna have the energy. And these young brothers gonna have to take stuff over, no matter if they doing it on YouTube or doing it wherever they're doing it at. And you gotta make sure they solid when it comes to their foundation and the history and what they knowing how to take care of these dogs, knowing where the dogs came from. No matter what I say about Earl Tudor, Maurice Carver, all them boys, you got to know the history of these dogs in order to know the future of these dogs, because you can't know where you're going unless you know where you've been at already. You know, we know we're going at because we know we done been through already. And you know, we either ain't going back or we trying to get there. One or the other. We was either there already and we trying to get back there, or we try to get somewhere we never been before. You know what I'm saying? One or the other. But at the end of the day, man, you know, I can do better. Everybody can do better. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these dogs, there's nobody who don't got room to do better when it comes to these dogs, man. Because the Pitbull community is not perfect. And if it was perfect, then we can say that. But if being that it's not perfect, everybody can make better moves, man. You know what I'm saying? And stop. And one thing I will say, we got to stop taking for granted, all of us, this Facebook stuff you posting. I keep telling brothers, when we post this stuff about fighting for our modern day dogs, you gotta understand them folk don't gotta do nothing. But one thing is make that call to you and buy that dog. And you done committed it could be a federal crime, you know, but you definitely committed a felony. You know, and I mean, just getting in the system is bad enough. It don't matter if you got a year, 2 years, probation. Just getting in the system is bad enough, man. Once you're in the system, it seems like a lot of shit you don't, like I always say, a lot of shit you don't see that disappear, it actually disappears. And when you go to use it, or when you go to try to lean on it, you can't lean on it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in the system. You know. But what's going on, Yellow One, man? I ain't mean to keep talking, man. You know what's going on?
No, you okay. Let me show enough made a comment in the chat. He said that Buck City mad that I'm over here. I don't think he mad, you know what I'm saying? Like me, shit, he know I'm gonna watch whoever. I told him that. You know what I'm saying? Like on this stuff. So I mean, sure enough, I watch, you know what I'm saying, whoever I want to watch. You know what I'm saying? And can't nobody control that, you know what I'm saying? But now I don't think he mad because he know I be over here, and if I want to come over there, I go over there too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he mad. You know what I'm saying? He can't control. And I don't think he wants to control who watches who channel. You know what I'm saying? So now,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, man. He ain't no used to be mad about nothing. I mean, I ain't even up here trying to diss him. Like at the end of the day, man, I'm telling you the honest truth, man. Them folk told him he can't have no dogs. I don't know how that thing worked, far as when they say that, can you get it overturned or anything, man? But honestly, man, if the brother came and get up here and show them people, for one, you can't show them people that you could do better because they told you don't touch one from the start, maybe. So they may say, oh, we told you don't be around it, so you violating off top, no matter what you're trying to show us. It may go like that, but if it was a chance or something where it can go where he can prove to them that he changed and he trying to do better.
Right. Yeah, because I think everybody, deserves a chance to redeem. Well, I think what he did. He did redeem himself and had him in better conditions when they came in 2020. I think things was better and cleaner, and the setups was better. You know what I'm saying? So he was on the, he definitely had changed. You know what I'm saying, as far as the way his keep was. The way the dogs were housed and things like that. So I don't think nobody should be just I think everybody deserve chances. You know what I'm saying? I think second chances. I think people deserve, and he did do that when they did, in 20 when they went over there, with the drone and shit. It was y'all was nicer. His setup was nicer. So I give him that. You know what I'm saying? I give him that. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
But
man.
like you were saying something about, I think you were talking about like, I think you said something about 78, like you don't really got anything against them. And it's kind of like that with me, like, shit, like, like I don't got something, like I don't got things against, certain people, you know what I'm saying? But it be people that they be cool with, and they'll, decide not to, like you too, just because they cool with somebody that you might have a problem with. And so but yeah, I mean, man, I don't go around fucking with nobody, picking with nobody. I definitely don't be saying shit about people, dogs and shit. I don't say nothing bad about them. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of just, stay to, just stay to myself. But I was kind of labeled at one time. They try to label me like I was a negative person, and and that wasn't the case. It's like people get selective with their outrage. It's okay for this person to be negative because you like this person. It's okay for this person to say this slick shit about somebody, and it's cool. You don't say nothing to them because you like them, and they got a lot of followers or whatever. But as soon as you say something, then you get labeled as you a negative person. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, it shouldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody should just look at things for what it is and be fair across the board. And a lot of times it just ain't like that. People just don't play fair. You get labeled a certain way or whatever, and then people believe what somebody say because, well, they got a bigger channel than what you got. So, but little do they know, the person with the bigger channel is watching you. Contrary to what they say, they watching your channel. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just how people have tried to do me on the YouTube shit. Not on Instagram or on no Facebook, not them two social media platforms. I'm talking about YouTube. So they'll try to, label you and put you in this box and you know, and say you this and you that, and when in fact you ain't did nothing but just, you know, showing your dogs and trying to help motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when I posted the video a while back, about 3 or 4 months ago, about when you put your heat lamp up, secure your heat lamp around some screws. So you know for sure it ain't coming down. You know, so you ain't got to worry about it catching on fire and burning up shit and burning up, you know what I'm saying, burning up your kennel or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was just something I just dropped, you know what I'm saying? Just from my experience. I just wanted to share it with the community. Well, not community, I wouldn't say that. I would just say just share it with dog people. You know, this is something you can do to help you. So, I mean, that's what I try to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know, I don't want to be on here with like all this negativity and shit on you, because it was like I said before, I said a while back, man, you didn't see guys when you came on YouTube and looked up dog channels and shit, you didn't see nobody arguing. Like you didn't see people arguing about dogs and shit. It was just people really, and then a lot of time, man, people didn't even really talk. They would just show their dog maybe in the yard on the chain. People didn't talk. You just seen people showing their dog, and you know, you looking and trying to see what you can learn from them. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this. So, I mean, shit just changed, man. You know, with you know, shit just got funny. You know, people want to beef and argue. And let them other people beef on that. Be talking about the celebrity gossip and all. Let them people beefing and all this shit, man. Dog people, we ain't got to do that. Because it's really about the dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's what it should be, but it don't be about the dogs. People make it about you. They make it about the person. You know what I'm saying? It's about, you might not like me, but hey, I take care of my dog. I got great looking dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's what should matter. So I do good business. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I do, you know, have some pups available and I got them for sale, I do great business. So, and that's what should matter. Not that you don't like the person, then you don't like them. You can't even say why you don't like them. You know, so you can't really just say why. You know, so I mean, just shit like that, man. Damn, I can't hear him now.
Here go the save of the day right here. Here go the save of the day. Hold up. Let me find the save of the day. Kwani Sosa. Kwani Sosa said we can't hear you. I had my mic muted out, man. Hey, you gotta bear with me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been live in a while. You know, I ain't been live in a while. You should be able to hear me now. Nah, it wasn't you, yellow one. Hell no, I didn't notice I was muted, man. Salute to the brother Kwani or sister, you know, I ain't sure. Come on back up here. I'll drop that link if you need it. Yeah, man. Any questions y'all want to know about any particular dogs or anything, you know? And I will say this, man. I gotta say this too, you know, because brothers keep asking me, you know, they ask me what I learned from walking out. I'm just gonna say it like this, man. You know, I wrote a lot of this stuff down because some of the stuff I wouldn't remember, you know. You know, when it comes to, you know, them boys and their dogs and different things, you know what I'm saying? I just got to be real with you, man. You know, I learned more stuff about surviving and taking care of myself as a man than I did about the dogs. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to put roofs on houses. I learned how to build decks. I learned how to do some different type of plumbing, whether it's out there by your water meter or if it's anybody's dishwasher. I learned how to lay floors, jack up a house from the bottom. I worked on my knees and on my back all day long. You know what I'm saying? Decks on houses. You know, ride horses. I learned how to cut angles. Some angles y'all brothers might feel like is basic stuff. I learned that stuff because I wasn't a woodsman. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to do a job right the first time. Do it like an Amish worker. You know what I'm saying? And building it with tools and not the fancy stuff. You know, with a hammer and nail instead of a nail gun. You know what I'm saying? I learned, you know, a lot of stuff. And when it comes to the dogs, you know, I learned don't talk too much around your competition. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the only one with a great dog. You know, no matter what you think, somebody else got one just as good as you got. You know, I learned how to AI breed. Clarence said he can't hear me, but I'm showing up on the reader. Street Rossi, you can't hear? I should be muted. I should be muted now.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Sound fine to me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
and
okay.
And it's coming up on the platform. Clarence, you can't hear me still? Hold up, man. Why ain't no sound? Hold up.
Ken Lightning say he can hear it, so it must be some on their end. Ken Lightning, he say he can hear you. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't got nothing muted.
Show no, you can hear it.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
say they can hear you now. Okay, they say they can hear you now. Okay.
You know how the computer get when they don't want me to get that good dog talk off. They start cutting me off every now and then.
Dog get that good dog talk off.
Hey, yeah, man. But you know, when it comes to the AI breeding, I learned how to AI breed. You know, they didn't teach me that, but dealing with some of the dogs, I had an AI breed and I learned how to do it, and I did it, you know, right when I did it. You know, so I learned how to AI breed. I seen my first wild hog and learned how to deal with the wild hogs, you know, dealing with the boys. You know what I learned? You never can be too cocky for your own britches. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened, you know, with me in the past. You know what I'm saying? You thinking you on a certain level, and then somebody that come there and show you that you got a lot of stuff to learn. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, just, you know, I can't say nothing bad about no, particularly them, and not trying to say nothing bad about nobody in actuality right now. You know, I just hate the fact that we all know this, and it ain't just the dog community. It's in other genres. Brothers who doing sports, brothers who doing regular urban stuff. I even hear them saying it. You got to be negative in order to get views and stuff, man. You know, and it's they complaining about it. It's not like they saying, "Oh, go do it." It's that they complaining about it. It's like we complaining, man. And it shouldn't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't have to be like that, dog. You get up there and you talk about something just simple. You might not get that much views. I won't even get that much views, you know. But then it's a double-edged sword, but it ain't played the same way on both sides. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, we just gotta, as a Pitbull community or Pitbull world, everybody gotta work together, dog. And it's gonna always be jealousy. It's gonna always be a little hate, a little this and that. And I don't mean like somebody knocking somebody up. I mean somebody just like your shit, and now you know how it go. But
right. They really want to fuck with you.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. You know, a lot of brothers got too much pride to say, "Oh, I want to fuck with you." This and that, or this and that, or you know, it just. And like I said, they'll make up something. I'm mad at Yellow One because of this. You ain't mad at Yellow One because of nothing. You just got too much pride to holler at the man. You know what I'm saying? And try to put it on something. Put it on something else. He done heard you got the best damn dogs around. He done heard your shit damn is the ones to get. But at the end of the day, he ain't gonna rock with you, or he ain't gonna rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to make up an excuse. You know what I'm saying? You know, Street Rossi, man, what's going on with the press of canaries out there, fam? You ain't give me no videos or nothing. Give me some videos, man. I'll help promote just not what you're selling, but what you got and what you're doing, man. You know, and like I said, when you got video Street Rossi with your presses, let me know and we come up here and we do the video or whatever and drop them up here on the slide. You know, Samurai in the building. Salute the Samurai in the building. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, man. I said this a couple times already before, and I ain't talking about just Dre, but Dre is one of the kind of fellas I'm talking about. You gotta have kind of people around you somewhere or another that just ain't gonna get involved with shit and gonna tell you the truth. They ain't gonna be yes men, but they ain't gonna get involved with nothing. And they the kind of people that, you know, you need to be taking some advice from. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to certain things. You know, I'm saying I'm blessed to have multiple people like that around me. You know what I'm saying? A few people to the point where, you know, oh, and I can say you ain't doing it you ain't trying to do it because you want something, or you ain't trying to do it, you know, because you want a puppy, or you trying to just get on my good side or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have folk like that around you, dog, and everybody need them, man, because if you don't, you'll get led, you'll go into the wrong direction. Even if you ain't getting led, you might be the one leading into the wrong direction, and you need them kind of folk around you, man. You know? Yes, sir, man.
You're right. I agree. You don't have no yes man around you. I agree. Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. And you know, all we can do, man, is try to take care of these dogs, try to do the right things, man. As far as dog bust and the news and all that, you know that shit gonna keep happening. You know it's gonna keep going on. It's gonna keep being articles and all that. You know, I mean, it just is what it is, man. I feel like today, 2025, us as a dog community, whether we like it, whether we don't, whether we rock with this person or whether we don't, we all got more knowledge today in 2025 from all around the board than we had in 2020. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all the way around the board, you know, from everybody. You know, even down, I'm gonna keep it 100. You know, it's so many dog channels coming up now. The brothers got to work out here. I'm like, yo, I gotta get on my shit because these brothers out here, you know, they got good dog channels. You can't be out slipping. You know what I'm saying? The same way I got 2 last year with Samurai, I could drop back to number 10. Just that easy. And I see it out here. You know what I'm saying? These brothers out here hungry, and these brothers and no, man, you can make legal money by just talking and making your dog famous and just talking and showing your dog and telling your little stories or making your little content or whatever. Hey, it is what it is, man. Can't knock nobody. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know, everybody doing their thing. Yellow One, I seen a post you dropped earlier with some black puppies, man. That was a day, right?
The black one, I dropped the little buckskin one today.
On YouTube?
Yeah, yeah, but I did post the black one. I posted the black one probably maybe like a few days ago. That's the last meal that I was talking about that I got left.
Okay. Yeah. I seen it came up on my YouTube thing today. I seen it, a black puppy you post.
Yeah. That's the one I got that's available.
Yeah. Out there looking nice, man. Look nice, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
He just slightly undershot. That's about it though. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. Good bone structure. Yeah, slightly yeah, slightly.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. You know, speaking of, you know, I remember, you know, I'm gonna speak on the bloodline that I was running and whatever. I remember back in the days we had one, my man had one named LC. He was off the Big John stuff off Cyclone, straight off Cyclone. And I wanna say, I could be wrong, because we had one off Cyclone and Raggedy Ann, but I wanna say Cyclone, it might have been Cyclone and Little Babe, or Babe or one of them. But his name was LC, and he had a little underbite. Man, I had several dogs with an underbite, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had several dogs with an underbite. But it was never. I only had one dog in my life that was so bad that the dog was just ugly. When you look at him, you're like, oh man, that's a damn walking bulldog. You know what I'm saying? Literally a bulldog.
Did you breed that dog still?
Man, he ain't make it. He ain't make it. He was my partner dog, but he didn't make it to that point where he can get studded out. It was other dogs on the yard better than him. But
Okay.
he was supposed to be a turtle buster dog, but that's why I always say I don't talk trash about the turtle buster stuff because I never had it. Really, I don't consider that dog the truth because I didn't have the paperwork in my hand, so I'm not going by what you tell me. And and you're not a turtle buster man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a downer dog, you know what I'm saying? I gotta at least know it was for sure that dog. But yeah, that was the worst one I had. But the other ones I had, man, it was good to go with that underbite. You know, it wasn't too far. This little bottom lip or something just out there a little bit.
Yeah.
And for the most part, you know, the worst that was the worst underbite I ever had. But the worst one I ever had, as far as mouth wise, was one I had got from one of my partners as a grown dog, and the dog top fang didn't come out the gum. One of his fangs came out, but the other one was still up under the gum, and it was like you could see the fang, but it didn't break the gum. It had almost like a fang shape, but it wasn't sticking out the gum. It just just the gum was shaped like a fang almost, but not all the way down. Just had a little shape in it. And he'll lock and he'll do stuff like that or whatever. But I always knew that was would be a fault in him, something that'll hurt him in the long run.
Right. Historically speaking, yeah.
Yep. And then I ain't never bred him or nothing. Like I think I let my partner get him, and he ended up getting hit by a car or something. But I wouldn't have bred him anyway because I didn't know if that was genetically in him to do something like that because I never really seen nothing like that before. Or just maybe he didn't do enough bite work when he was a puppy and the tooth never broke out, or when it broke out it came, I don't know. But I don't as far as underbite, I ain't really. Now I think the overbite will mess with the dog more than the underbite. If you just my opinion. Just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
You can work with that underbite, but that overbite, the overbite look better because the dog ain't got no kind of underbite or nothing, and you can't see the overbite at most of the times. Not looking at the dog directly.
Well, yeah, I can see it.
You can see the overbite.
Yeah, you can tell when they mouth closed.
Yeah,
if they mouth closed, you can tell when they got an underbite. Like you can tell when you
not
can tell when they got
not the under. You can see the over.
I'm saying you can't see it because you can't see the teeth, but you can see how the lips kind of the top lips kind of hang more over the when they, like, I can just tell, you know what I'm saying? I can't really explain, but it's like the top lips are kind of hang be more like over the bottom lips, like not the bottom lips, but the bottom set of teeth. I can tell. I can tell when they got an overbite when they mouth closed. Yeah, and then always with an underbite, the teeth don't necessarily have to be sticking out, you know what I'm saying, when the mouth is closed.
Yep.
And then that's a bad underbite when the mouth is closed and you can still see the teeth, that's kind of a bad, that's a bad underbite. But I can tell both ways though, Yeah. I had one, she started out with an overbite, then it went under, and now it's perfect.
How old she is now? Or when it got straight?
Yeah. She's straight. She 2 years old.
Oh damn. Hey, that's why I say, man, you gotta wait till
you wait till them grow. Yeah, because them jaws, they skull, it's steady developing. Yeah, she started out over, then it was under. Now then it shifted. Now it's straight. Her bite, she got a perfect bite.
Yeah. Now that's why I say, like you say, when the teeth start showing, like you get an underbite when you can see, because Fletcher, he don't got an underbite, but he got that lip that come up a little bit. If you really look at him, you can see a little lip come up right there with him. But he don't got an underbite for us when you look at his teeth, but he do got a little lip. But then you got them dogs where they got that one tooth sticking out. The one tooth sticking out in the front like a bulldog. You know, and it start get out further when you can see the bottom. You start seeing the bottom teeth. And but only thing about it, like we just said though, with that underbite, them dogs still hold good grip sometimes. But with that overbite, it seems like it if you just imagine how that underbite, that overbite, I mean the overbite, if you just imagine how the overbite sit with their top jaws over their bottom, you know they can't make a good grip. They can't make a good grip like that.
Right.
Especially if it's bad or something. You know.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right.
Can't get a good grip. Let me see what Street Rossi say something about them presses down there. Oh, Street Rossi say the process is the worst. He got a lot of energy and they mature real slow. Still acting like he about 2 months old. Hey, that's the thing, Street Rossi. If this your first time dealing with the breed, just like when I was dealing with the Malawites, we learn on the fly, big homie. That's the stuff you learn, and you didn't know about the breed. You learn that, and it's slow matured, and then it could be the actual dog that you got. Just like Pitbull, some Pitbull lines slow matured. Some of them, start up real fast. You might got some that 2.5 years, 2 years old is the average. You know what I'm saying? But work with them, dog, and just like pits, you got some dogs in the litter that's gonna catch on a little faster. Some of them that's gonna be your scent dogs, they ain't good for protection. Some of them that's gonna be your obedience dogs, they ain't good for scent work or nothing else. Some of them that's gonna be apprehension dogs that want to attack somebody and take them down. They ain't good for finding nothing else and being in the public and all kind of far as like they straight no service dogs or nothing like that. So like I said though, man, anytime I can help you, Street Rossi, hit me up, man. And anytime you got videos, drop them presses, man, and talk about them. You the only person we got that we know of. I know a couple presses brothers out there, and I might get one of the brothers to come up here and do an interview one night, but I mean in the chat every night, you the only pressy brother we got that I know of. So you can bring the pressy knowledge, man, because we all can learn something. And and even if we don't got pressing canaries, the stuff that you talk about, we can transfer it to our dogs. Whether it's feed or exercise or some type of training or something like that.
So Street Rossi got a channel with videos on it.
I don't think so. Do you, Street Rossi? You got a channel?
Well,
I might be subscribed to you. If you got one, I know I'm subscribed to it. Because I don't ask you that before. If you got one, I know I had to ask you that before. I ain't seen you dropping that though.
I done seen it, this account commenting for years, on different lives or whatever, but I never seen I never thought to see if they had an actual channel with content on it.
Yeah, man. That's why when it comes to the mounts, to me, a perfect mount for my dog is, I like a skinny beak dog. Not like Meliel or them. I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking about in general. Not like skinny to the point where you can't tell it's a bulldog if I walk him up to somebody, but skinny enough to say he don't got a bulldog face. Like JD was a great looking dog, but he just got a little less snout than I want. I like a long snouted dog.
Hold on, you said JD was a great look, so you ain't got him no more?
JD died.
Oh man, damn.
Yeah, JD been gone for a while now.
Oh man, I must have missed that video. I don't know. Did you post about it or make a video about it or something?
Yeah, I done talked about it a few times. I ain't never did a whole video about it, but I done spoke on it a few times.
I must have missed. Yeah, but that's the one. Okay, you did. You got pups off of him though, right?
Yep.
Okay. Dang. That's the one. Oh, that's the one you got from City Boy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I remember that. All right.
Yeah.
Damn, I ain't know that.
Yeah, man. Yep. Now his face was a little more boxed in compared to.
Was he kind of, was he undershot a little bit?
He had a good he ain't had no bulldog look to him when you lift his jaws up. He just had big jaws. You lift them up straight down. You know what I'm saying? Straight down on top and bottom. You know, I'm just trying to, as far as giving you a dog that you probably seen before that I can compare it to. You know what I'm saying? I like a long beak, what we used to call a beak shape, like a bird beak, narrow at the end, but kind of got big jaws, but got a pointed nose.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Okay.
Kind of like a triangle shaped face.
Right.
Yeah. Something like that.
I like the look of him. I like his face and head shape and head structure. I like that dog. He's a little short box muzzle. Cause my dog, Bam Bam, the brundle and white dog guy, he got like a little short. He undershot a little bit. It's one of the ones I was talking about. But he got a little short box snap.
Yeah. Hell, Fletcher mouth ain't long as I want it to be. His mouth ain't long as I want it to be. But it comes with the breeding and trying to make the breeders you need to make.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make the breeders. Now, brother Marcel, what's going on with you? Marcel got some nice puppies out there. Marcel, you gotta get up here and talk about them though. I can't talk about them. You gotta get up here and do the talking about them. But I'm gonna talk about them tonight. You know, Marcel got some nice puppies off that double hog stuff too. If anybody wants some, I think he got something available off the top and bottom hog. I want to say it's bred just like it's JD hog bred to. I'm saying the breeding, but this is not how it's bred. But it's, if you know how JD hog bred, it's like this. JD hog bred back to his sister. You know, so that's how his breeding is bred. But it's not off JD hog, they're off his dogs. But it's basically the same thing. Far as it's not the same. It's not the same because his dogs might be better than JD hog. You know, but it's talking about on the paper wise, it look the same.
On the paper, right. Pedigree, I got you.
Yeah. 4 times hog, them boys say 4 times hog. You know, and I see the thing about it, man, I talk so much trash to them boys. You know, one apology, I can't apologize enough. You know, I gotta show them boys that I mean it. You know, I gotta show and prove by my actions in the future. You know what I'm saying? I can say all this shit tonight and whatever, and then turn around next week and do the same thing again. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta show and prove. And like I said, man, I gave Mark Cunt hell, and Mark Cunt ain't did nothing to me. You know, and you know, it just is what it is, man. I ain't big on the racing videos and none of that. But I always tell any brother, if I said something about you and we make mirrors and all that type of stuff, dog. If you want videos gone, just tell me what you want gone. Specifically show me what you want gone, and I'll get it gone. Cause it ain't never been make another video, man. I ain't stressing about no video being deleted. You know what I'm saying? We keep that shit moving.
Right, because I kind of felt the same way. Like, man, why you talking about, Miles can't, I
got on Mark Kent, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. Because
I know why. You said why?
And he ain't did nothing to me, man. He ain't did nothing to me, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got one thing against that man wrong. Far as he did something to me, he ain't never had no bad business with me. Never did nothing to me. Never did anything. He did the same thing to me Titan did to me. Not a damn thing. That's why I had to say that, at the beginning of the video, man. And I gotta show them boys, like I said, I can't just talk it. We can talk this dog stuff, but we gotta prove it. You gotta walk it. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to you for that.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And shit, man. Anybody, man, with this dog thing, like I always say, man, we gotta, if all of us take out all of our friends and all of our subscribers and stop beefing with each other and use each other's subscribers, you know what I'm saying? This whole community can grow, man. Everybody can have 60, 70,000 subscribers and stuff like that, man, because you got 20 damn dog channels that's running. And if you got 20 dog channels with at least 1,000 people a piece, everybody bring their folk because everybody's sharing people. Like I said before.
Right. Don't nobody own no motherfucking body. You can't tell somebody pick a side. And man, fuck out, man. You can't do that, man.
Hell no, man. That
people gonna watch who they want to watch. Man, come on, bro.
Yo, listen, no matter No matter how much how bad me and Buck was talking trash about each other, dog. At the end of the day, I can't be mad at none of y'all boys at all for going to his channel. Dog, you know,
Right.
City Boy tell you all the time. He watched Buck channel. And he'll talk to me sometime. It ain't nothing to say. He never came to me and say, oh, you should do this, or you should do that. He might come to me back, man, them boys crazy as hell. Or them boys, man, and listen here, I never say don't go watch them boys shit. You never heard me get up here and say nothing slick to the City Boy about, oh, my homeboys watching shit, oh, this and that. Fuck. Man, listen here, man. This shit is entertainment and trying to do the right things with these dogs. Everybody trying to eat, everybody trying to do the same thing, trying to be entertainers, trying to get people to watch their shit, dog. At the end of the day, it ain't that damn serious to the point where I'm gonna be mad at Yellow One because he watching damn samurai shit or he over there doing it. Man, that shit don't make sense, dog. You know, like brothers say, life is too short, man. You get yourself an aneurysm and all kind of crazy shit about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it just is what it is, dog. You know, I don't know about them other boys. Some of them boys, you know, and I'm not calling y'all boys, fellas. Some of them brothers, you know, they're a little younger than me, and they might take a little more stress than I can. I can't do it, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live, you know, till I get 150. In order to do that, I got to take care of myself when I'm 45. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I just, you know, I'm just, you know, I'm not trying, like I said before at the beginning of 2025, dog. You know, everybody like it, and it's cool and give great entertainment, but nobody thinks how it make me feel when I go home at the end of the day, or when I go home, or how drained I be, or how tired I be, or how bad I feel because I had to say something about somebody I really didn't want to say something about. You know what I'm saying? And that shit take a toll on you over a period of time, dog. You know what I'm saying? And me, you know, in order to protect myself and make sure I'm good, you know, I just gotta, like I said, handle shit. It's to a point, dog. If I gotta lose subscribers because I'm just doing training videos and shit like that, dog, it is what it is, fam. Folk know what it is when they come to me with these dogs. You know what I'm saying? You know how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, why it's only certain brothers who gotta continuously prove yourselves. You know, you should have to prove yourselves. Nobody should have to prove themselves. It is what it is. If a grown man say it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? If it gets to the point where I can't trust what you're saying or something, I don't need to be around you. I don't need to be listening to the information that you're giving. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's just like I said, man, never got too much pride to say I fucked up or I did fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And like I always say, dog, I know this about this YouTube shit. Sometimes you say shit that some brothers, everybody not the same. Everybody not forgiving like me. You know, I got a quick temper. But I'm the type of person I don't hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? If it can be let go. You know, let a lot of that shit go. You know, and even with Buck got too much pride to get up here on the channel tonight and have a sensible conversation with me that we make a laugh and we joke about and we say something. He got too much pride for that, dog, and that's what's fucking him up. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to continue to fuck him up because you got to be able to move forward, dog. You can't move forward with nothing if you're going to continue to hold fake grudges. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call it like that because you don't got no reason to be mad at me.
Let me ask you this. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, go ahead, fam.
If he, you know, you said if Mal can't ask you to delete some videos, you would. If Buck asked you to delete some video, would you something you would be willing to do?
Man, I have to delete my channel. me and Buck been in the war for a whole year and a half. Shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now I ain't gonna lie. If it's a specific video he want me to delete, or maybe 5, I give Buck a limit, say 10 videos.
Okay,
I have to delete 50 and 60 videos. Fuck this nigga. That's gonna knock me down, all the way down.
What about would you delete what you said about when you had Thompson's wife in the thumbnail?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If I don't forget,
at the same time though, but hold on, I would expect him to do the same thing.
Listen here, dog.
He had your family.
You're right. But see, I'm gonna tell you what though, dog. Master Ball Bulldog got dropped. You know what I'm saying? But this is the only thing about it, and I learned this from all our mamas and our grandmamas and our granddaddies and stuff. Once I, you know, do my end, you know, it's on them. You know what? I can't. Once you ask for forgiveness, if they don't want to forgive you, that's just that. You know.
Because I remember. Go ahead.
Now I'm just saying, like, you can't make nobody feel a certain kind of way. But I understand what you saying, like, okay, if I delete mine, y'all should delete y'all's. You know, but that's like saying it's a tit for a tat. If I delete mine, I'm gonna delete them because I really want to delete them. And if you want to do that, dog, I'm showing you that I'm trying to do shit different on my end. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, you know, because you don't want to, you know. And that's a good question because I wasn't really thinking about Thompson, you know, at the time or nothing like that. But honestly, I didn't make that many videos about him. And the ones that I made about this old lady, I'll definitely. Matter of fact, it don't even matter. He can still talk shit tomorrow, but I'm still gonna delete that video because I don't. That's a time that I got. That's a time when I call bringing out my nukes. Bringing out my nukes is when I sometimes when I get out of character. You know what I'm saying? It's when I say. It's when I say shit when I go below the belt. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do, you know, like if I don't forget tomorrow or sometime in the next week or so, because I'm doing a lot of changes on my channel as far as putting things in the members only side, you know, I go delete because I only got like 1 or 2 videos on it, you know, and I go delete them because she ain't did nothing to me, and I don't even know if Thompson did nothing to me or not. Tell you the truth, you know what I'm saying? But
he did something to you.
Well, he said stuff,
everybody
but
saw that he did something. I ain't trying to talk about bring his name up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't want to think we just have the discussion. I don't want motherfuckers coming. I'm obsessed with the nigga and all this shit. Fuck that. We just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So but let me say this though, about shit. I want to say this was in about 4 years ago. He was beefing with Repo. And me and Repo was on the phone or whatever. Now me and Kendrick was on the phone. And that's what me and him we were still all right. And I was cool with Repo, you know, and I was like, well, shit, you think if Thompson take his video down about Repo wife, do you think Repo would take his video down about his wife? And you know, Kendrick was like, yeah, I think that's something that he willing to do. He said, yeah, I think he'll do that. I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm gonna hit Repo up and I'm gonna let Repo know what me and Kendrick just talked about. So I called him and shit. He was like, I told him what me and Kendrick talked about, and he was like, hey, babe. He was talking to his wife in the background. He was like, hey, babe, Yayla said that if we take our video down about his wife, then he might be willing to take down a video he did about you. Yeah. And then Repo like, well, I'm about to go delete mine now. I said, hold on. Don't delete it yet. Let me hear back from what Kendrick's gonna go talk to Thompson about. So maybe the next day I text him or whatever. I said, what did he say he was gonna take it down? He was like, nah, he said he ain't. So shit, I told Repo what he said. I was like, shit, he said he ain't. So, you know, the video just stayed up. But that was me trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, mediate some shit. Because, you know, family really ain't got shit to do with this dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People, wives and kids and shit, it ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that was me, you know, being a negative person that I am, that they trying to paint me out to be. That was me on some positive shit, trying to mediate some good shit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it didn't work out the way I thought it was gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? So, but
yeah. Sometimes, bro. Sometimes when we try to do stuff like that, man, it seems like we get the worst end of the deal. The person in the middle get the worst end of the deal sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But,
you remember like last year? Remember he was like, I was jumping in niggas' beefs, and I jumped in his beef with him and Repo. Man, I ain't jumping y'all shit, bro. I was like, trying to mediate, like, hey, don't y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know, y'all don't do that, man. Don't talk about each other. Why? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to be on some positive shit. You know, but I get called. He tell me last year I'm jumping in his beefs, and I didn't jump in your beef. I was trying to mediate y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? And keep shit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, let me stay out of it. That's the thanks I get for trying to be a positive nigga, a positive person.
I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't, when I first started doing the dog stuff, I didn't know brothers will put your family up there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Master Ball Bulldogs did that, and it's that he got the video that's posted up there. The reason why you can still get it, but if he wanted to delete it, he could delete it. You know what I'm saying?
He got what video?
The video with got my family, my folk up there. You know what I'm saying? He the one made the first original video.
You talking about when y'all was at the graduation?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he put that video up there, and that always been up there for anybody else who go up there and Google or whatever. But the thing is, I never knew. No, I didn't know brothers take it to that level until he introduced me to that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bulldog game ain't a game to come in and start a channel to be a troll on. So when I started my channel, it wasn't no troll or no type of troll intentions or nothing like that. And then brothers start saying about, and I mastered about Bulldogs. I'm not talking no trash about you. He was saying the stuff about hog hunting. That's how me and him got started from day one. He was saying, "Oh, he ain't a hog hunting this and that." And me and him got started, and man, that shit just took off from there. Motherfucker, damn. I started figuring out how to do the little cracks and jokes and all kind of shit. And man, that shit, damn, it just went from one brother to the next, and everybody, it's just one thing to the next, dog. And like I said, I don't care what they do. If I remember it tomorrow, I'm gonna take mine down, or at least for Thompson old lady, because that's only 1 or 2 videos, and I ain't making no more money off that shit. I ain't worried about it. I'm trying to do better. So in order to do better, it is what it is. I want when brothers come to my channel, they getting dog information. Most likely on that video, I wasn't giving a whole lot of real dog information. It was probably me just talking shit about his dogs and saying what he did or some shit like that. So, I don't mind deleting it, dog. And even if they don't delete theirs, it is what it is, man. Somebody got to be the bigger person, because if we all sit back and say, "Oh, I'm waiting till he do it, I'm waiting till he do it, we ain't gonna never get nowhere in this dog game." So, we need folk all across the board to be the bigger people in different situations, not just the battling. It's all different kind of situations. Somebody got to be the bigger person in. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually the community get better and better, slowly but surely, better and better, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it just is what it is, man. You're gonna always have curves. You're gonna always have great dogs. You're gonna always have mediocre dog men, great dog men. It's gonna always be like that, but it don't always have to be the bullshit that's out now. Big salute to the brother Dante Hamilton in the building. Salute to you, fam. Salute to all my folk in West Virginia holding it down, man. Holding it down. Hey, Robert, I gotta get my brother Robert up here one day, man, and talk about that Malawa. He got some of that anime and merino blood down there. I gotta get him up here to talk about it. Dante, I get you up here to talk about some of that stuff too, but I wanna talk to brother Robert and see how his experience is with them dogs, man. See what's going on with them dogs up there. Salute to you though, man. And that's why I gotta say, I think you said it earlier about getting your dogs to the good people, man. That's what that shit is about, dog. When you get them dogs to the right people, man, that shit matters. Then when you just get it to somebody and then the dog disappear, you never hear from the dog again. Dog, when you get that shit from the right people and y'all make friendships and bonds and all kind of stuff like that, dog, that shit matter, dog.
That's how a lot of time when I sell dogs to people, man, I end up being, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of time I end up being friends with them. Yep. When they get dogs, I end up being, being friends with them for years. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, dog. And that's one thing we always see about these dogs. No matter if a brother don't like you as a person, your kind as a person, he might hate black people, he might hate white people, but them dogs bring people together, man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it may take that dog between you and that brother to change either one of y'all brothers. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it just is what it is. Big salute to Samurai donating to the channel, man. Salute and dropping that $4.99. Appreciate you, Samurai, big homie.
Salute, Samurai. Salute, man.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you, man. And appreciate everybody, man. Because like I said, everybody in this Pitbull community can see that brothers is participating in more stuff than it was 10 years ago when it comes to the legal events. You know what I'm saying? Brothers trying. I ain't gonna say brothers ain't trying and that type of stuff out here, man. Brothers trying to do what they gotta do and stay out of the way and do the right things, man. And it just, you always gonna have a few kinks you gotta work out. That's all it is to it, man. You gotta work them kinks out and keep stepping forward. Keep stepping. I want to send a big salute out to Big A and them boys, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to send a big salute to Big A. You know, the whole Shogun crew, them boys. See, them boys, hey, I'm gonna be up there with City Boy and them shows and all that stuff in a minute. And I'm gonna bring a couple more of my fellas, and City Boy gonna bring some of them boys from around his way. We're gonna be up there deep like them boys be up there deep with all them dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? It's nice when your whole crew up there with you with them dogs and all that shit at them shows and stuff, man. You know, and damn, man, I'm about to say the wrong dang old name. This brother name is Cinco. I want to say something like that. Cinco. He got a YouTube channel. He go to dog shows and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to send a shout out to him. You know, big salute to your fam. Keep doing your thing with the transport. And I want to say you was doing, if not at the dog shows you was telling me about. Keep doing your thing, big homie. You know, I got my folk hit me up in the messages, say he got some new tracks for me to drop on the intros and throughout the videos when I make my training videos and stuff. So I'm gonna be having some new music and stuff as well. Big salute to my man Vanguard K9. Now Vanguard daughter track played longer than anybody track on my intro. Gotta get the money. Now Vanguard, she back in the studio. Salute to Vanguard again. She back in the studio, but I got one song, but I need a couple songs, man. Cause see that last song she gave me, brother Muff, she was hungry, dog. You know what I'm saying? I could hear it in the voice. You know, and that track that was snapping. You know what I'm saying? So I need a few tracks I can listen to, dog. And you know, different songs go for different. Everything can't be an intro. It might be a certain video that I can rock this kind of track with. Certain video that I can rock that kind of track with. Shep Holmes, salute to my man Shep Holmes out there, man, holding it down from Seaway all the way to Kaleen. I'm gonna pronounce it right. Killeen, Texas. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my folks, Shep Holmes. Shep, man, I need them tracks, dog. You know what I'm saying? My man Shep, he the type of brother, like I said before, the positive brothers you need around you. This type of brother always had real positive music. You know what I'm saying? He always did it. That's why I said I need tracks right now, Shep. You know, the type of track that I ain't got to worry about a whole bunch of cussing and talking about shooting somebody down, and it's talking about something that's right and it's on a pumping ass beat. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it sounds good. You know, but Shep, if you're listening to me right now, big homie, I think you need to start doing some producing, dog. Get you some groups up under you, big homie, because you can teach them brothers how to put them songs together, them 16 bars and them 8 bars, and put them hooks together and all that type of stuff, man. You can show them boys how to make 16 bars without cussing the whole 16 bars. You know what I'm saying? And talk about gangster stuff without cussing. You don't have to cuss. That's why Nas is considered the best MC. He say the gangster stuff and he don't gotta say MF or MF or F for this, F for that, the whole 16 bars.
Right,
but he speak that gangster shit. So Shep, if you out there and listen to me, Shep, rock with me, big dog. You know what I'm saying? And Supreme Excellence, man. Oh hell, I got Supreme Excellence in the house tonight. I got damn Supreme Excellence in the house. Man, hey, Supreme, salute to you, homie. I'm glad you're rocking with me tonight, dog. I ain't seen you in a while. I told them boys the other day, man. Hey, man, Supreme, gotta get Supreme back over here. Shit, I don't know what we done did to make you mad, dog. But shit, like I said, man. Hey, I apologize about joking about your mama. You know what I'm saying? I apologize about that, Supreme. Because that should have get a brother laid out. You know what I'm saying? It could get a brother laid out if you ain't that type of brother to be joked with. You know what I'm saying?
And what about what you said about that dude, Sir Kendall, when he said his dad today?
Hey, nah, this is the second time I'm doing this. I apologize to Sir Kendall. Yeah. Right. But you can't do it too much. I apologize because, like I said, sometimes I get out of character, man. And especially with these lives, dog, and that shit go back and forth. I start spitting out some shit that, you know, I really shouldn't be saying. You know, and that's one thing. Now, Supreme, that was a crack, and I apologize for that, Supreme. But when it comes to brothers passing and stuff like that, that ain't my style at all. I ain't from the era where we talk about smoking a pack and smoking a dead person. I ain't from that era, dog. We never did that when I came up. It was never cool. We ain't never get no kicks out of none of that shit. If one of our enemies was laid out or something, it was what it was. Nobody said nothing about it. It was never no joking matter to the point where you gonna joke about something, because that should get you laid out, dog. And it's exactly what is going on in modern day time right now. joking about taking somebody else's family and all that stuff leads to somebody coming to get you. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when it comes to Sir, man, you know, I definitely apologize about that shit. That shit was not called for. You know, me and Sir didn't I don't think we had no words in a long time. You know, I haven't, you know, heard anything. You know, I haven't even seen him on the channels and shit. But like I said, man, brothers can't have too much pride. Even when it comes to John Kramer, me and him talk shit back and forth. But right now, he got too much pride to come get in the video with me and shake hands and act like he having a good time, because he ain't got no reason to be mad at me about nothing. You know, and I can show you a good time when you come around, but you want to fake like you mad for no reason. I ain't talking about just him, anybody in general. You know, and that's
you and him from y'all stay close by, right?
No, we don't got to talk on the phone. I can see that motherfucker if it wasn't in houses in the way. You know what I'm saying? That's how close he stayed to me.
Y'all close like that then.
We not close like we in the same city, but I was just saying that as a figure of speech. You know what I'm saying? He in the next city over or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, we not, you know, I'm gonna say it like this. If I had real beef with anybody that stayed where he was from, I'll be a coward. I'll be weak as hell. And anybody that know me know, you know, like, that's some big shit to get up here and say, oh, if I'm talking shit about somebody that stay where he stay at. You know what I'm saying? Other than him, because, you know, we on the dog shit, but I'm talking about real street shit or something like that. I can never get up here and say F somebody from where he stay at, and I'm on some real shit on the internet, because we too close. This shit, we gotta see each other for real. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't no play stuff. You know, so that's why I say, like, he got too much pride, dog, to meet me tomorrow and come and like, dog, we don't got no problem with each other for real. We got a problem with each other about some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And shit, why you gonna go do time about some bullshit? And why I'm gonna go do time about some bullshit? Why your mama gonna be crying and why mine gonna be crying about some bullshit? Neither one. Why we gonna lie to each other like we gonna do something to each other? Shit, I ain't doing nothing to you. I ain't gonna lie like I'm about to do something to them. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, man, brothers, that pride be fucking brothers up when it comes to these dogs, dog. You know what I'm saying? Even down to the matching and want to, you know, just have them the best damn, you know, kennel in America. That pride of motherfucker, man. Even when it comes to me, some stuff, a lot of the stuff I said to a lot of them brothers, it didn't have to be said. But when I hear, oh, Buck said this, or Buck said that, or this, Fat Bill said this, or Bubba said it, my pride, I got pride. I'm not just saying none of us is perfect. You know what I'm saying? My pride say, oh, go back and say this, go back. I gotta work on my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just, oh, I can tell y'all to do this and tell y'all to do that, and I don't gotta work on myself. I gotta work my own shit out too as well. You know what I'm saying? And I can promise you, dog, in the next week, probably if not tomorrow, somebody will say some bullshit that normally will get me to come back and do some shit about them. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing but a devil. You know, I know how that shit gonna go. It might not be tomorrow. It could be next week. It could be anytime. But I just gotta do what I say I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying I'm gonna be perfect. Like I said, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna never talk trash to nobody. But I ain't gonna fuck with Supreme unless Supreme fuck with me. I ain't gonna fuck with Yellow One unless Yellow One mess with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just come up here and start talking about your dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like with the tent stories and stuff, we had Tent Yard Man to get up here and talk about them dogs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeding off that shit. You know, but when it comes to honestly Marquette, and I gotta keep him in tight. I put them boys in the line of fire, and you know they didn't have to beat them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they homeboy should be man enough to acknowledge that he did the same. Not they, but one brother homeboy should be acknowledge the fact that he did the same damn thing, and he's still willing to do the shit. If I don't be a man enough to say, yo, I'm tired, yo, I don't want to keep tearing this man down. This motherfucker gonna keep making me tear the man down. I'm telling them every day, yo, every time you say something and fuck with me, I'm gonna go at this man. He don't stop, dog. He don't stop, and I'm keep going at the man, and I can't keep tearing this man down about some bullshit. And then, you know, whether I'm speaking real or making it up, I can't keep doing it because of an asshole. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can't go kill off in real life. I'm talking about. I can't go shoot off this man's family, kill off all this generation because of the problem. I really need to go handle the problem. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. Handle the main problem. You know, and the same way we say Buck can't be mad at you for being over here. No, you can't have a problem with Yellow One for being on my channel. He not disrespecting you. I'm not disrespecting you. You know, that's a childish shit for him to be mad at anybody for being over here, especially when tonight, and we're not talking no trash about him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was in the chat. What that was? What? Thursday? Yeah, that was Thursday. I was over. You know, I was. You know, I said made a couple comments. So yeah, you know, I comment wherever I want to comment. You know, shit. You know.
Hell yeah, dog. That's how it should be, man. That's how it should be. And while I'm doing my apology, I'm apologize to anybody ever got up here and overtalk you and wouldn't let you get your word off. Not the ones that I knew were gonna say some bullshit and it's what worth hearing, but some of the brothers like Dark Society, I should have let him get his shit off a little bit more. You know, Dark Society, I owe you one too, dog.
Yeah.
I owe you one too.
Yeah, you definitely should have popped for putting that picture up of him holding that dog. Oh yeah,
I'm apologize to Dark Society.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was foul, man. That was foul, my nigga.
And I'm gonna say about Dark Society, I'm gonna say when he came to fuck with me from the rip, he never came. When he came to my channel for the first night, he came showing love, whether he was talking too much or whatever. He ain't never disrespect. You know what I'm saying? When shit got to another, you know, on another level, it was what it was. But when he first came, with the first couple shows me and him did, that's on my lives and stuff, he came and he showed love. I talked trash about his old lady as well. I owe her apology. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, man,
but you know something, man? I remember that live. And I was like, them niggas just started arguing just after blue. Shit just went left. Cause I think Pro was up there that night too. And I was like, man, shit just went bad quick between you and him. You muted that nigga and he pulled up wrote OTC on a piece of paper.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't know how it started, but I think I can remember me and him was up there fucking around. He probably was joking about the shit. He started saying, I'm gonna take your show over tonight, PBK. This is my show. I'm taking it over. I'm talking. Or whatever,
he
right?
He might have said something like that. Yeah, he probably
he playing and joking, and then I'm like, fuck nigga, this and that. You ain't taking shit over. Mute. I'm talking. You know what I'm saying?
I think
I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, and you know, it go from one thing to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, at the end of the day, you know, he from an area that I know about, a good area of brothers. You know what I'm saying? The folk that he be around, the good brothers. I never heard nothing bad about Dark Society. When it comes to the thing about it, I don't go by what another brother tell me. I just go by how you treat me. You know what I'm saying? And when I met the dude and when I talked to him for the first few hours and we was on live and different days, he was the type of brother that I know if I see you somewhere, we can vibe, we can hang out, we can chill, I don't drink like that, but I'll drink every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Smoke my shit or whatever. And shit, you know, he seemed like the type of person I could do that with. You know, it's just the fact, though, when that shit get jumping up here on this YouTube, man, and everybody get to spitting out that fire like everybody spit out, you got to be careful. I got to be careful who I talk to because brothers be in their feelings and brothers say all kind of shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? You really can't make reviews. Like if Fat Bill do a video and I make a review about it, I got to be real careful what I say because he can take it as an insult. He can take it as a diss. And when they come to YouTube channels, people just do reviews. And I had to look at myself, dog. I can't get to the point where I don't want niggas to take my videos and break them down and do reviews and do reactions to my videos. I can't, oh, Yellow One want to do reaction. I can't say like, oh, Yellow One going against me. Oh, Supreme going. Down, we on YouTube. That's what brothers do. They take one brother that's in a genre or somebody else that's doing videos and they break them down. They do reactions, they do reviews, and they know that it is what it is. I can't go at everybody that do no reaction or something or review what the hell I'm talking about. You know, that's the going way for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If a brother can do a reaction to my video and he can come up, I need to be looking at it like, especially, you know, I can look at it two ways. He talking his little shit, or I can look at it like an honor, like, okay, I'm doing my thing, so the brother got to take my content and do what he got to do with it. So let me know I'm doing my thing. it ain't always a bad thing when somebody mention our name on this YouTube stuff, and that's what I gotta remember as well. It might be bad what he's saying as far as he might be dissing me or talking trash, but at the same time, he getting my stuff for a reason, So I gotta look at it both ways, and I can't attack and keep hitting folk just because they make a review or they make a reaction or they say something about what I said or this. Man, that's the YouTube way, man. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it's gonna be.
Yeah, and ain't nobody, too big to where they can't be, reacted to or they can't be critiqued or nothing like that. Ain't nobody big like that. Nobody. How many subscribers you got? Fuck that. I mean, hey, people don't agree with something you said or whatever. Respectfully, we can disagree. But then got some motherfuckers you can't even, you can't even disagree with them.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I tell you a story. I got into it with somebody in 19, and I do a video about the Amstel, and I'm basically saying that they basically the same dogs, the Pitbull and the Amstel, basically the same dog, and so somebody come on there and I'm not gonna say who the person is. He come on there, he disagreed with the with what I said. He was like, you change the temperament, you change the breed. Because I was like, all they did was change the temperament of the amps. They changed the temperament. The amps had just got a different temperament than a APBT.
Yeah.
That's what I said. He said, you change the temperament, you change the breed. And I was like, well, I said, what about Connie Corso? You got some Connie Corso that won't guard, but they're not still making a Connie Corso. That's all I said. I responded to what he said respectfully.
Yeah.
He came back. If you're gonna be confrontational with me, I'm not gonna watch your videos or comment. I'm like, what? And I said, well, you ain't gotta watch my video, but I'ma still watch yours. That was in 19. And that's how this shit started with me and this dude. You know what I'm saying? That's how it started from that right there. Some so petty and so small. That's where in 2019, that's where it started from. So I was like, damn, shit. Because before that, we were cordial. We wasn't really like talking on the phone. We didn't have each other's contact information, but he'll comment on some of my shit. I'll comment on his, but I said that he just stuck his chest out. You're gonna be. He took me disagreeing with him as being confrontation. And see, that's where the ego, like you were talking about earlier, about some people got an ego. You can't stick your chest out because somebody you think somebody because you got a bigger channel than they can't that. Nah, that ain't how life goes, buddy. We live in the real world. You know what I'm saying? We all can disagree with whoever. And that's where this whole shit started with me and him, from something so simple and something so petty is that. Something very simple. And that's where it started from. Now it's been that he didn't like me. He ain't like me because of that, because of something so petty like that. So I mean, I see what I'm saying. What you were saying about critiquing and reacting to people. I mean, hey, people allowed to do that. People we all allowed to do that. We can disagree, and some people, like I said, that's why I was saying earlier, I like you because you can come up here, disagree. And you don't dislike somebody, you don't get mad with them just because they don't agree with you. You know what I'm saying? It just show, the pettiness of some people. We can all just disagree and talk and we still good though. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was telling you earlier. That's why I like, that's why I like fucking with you. That's why I like, talking to you. We can talk and we can disagree. That's why I had like even before I had made a few videos about you or whatever. But then when I came up on your channel for the first time and we rapped and we talked, man, hey, I got a different outlook on this dude now. I went and deleted, man. I ain't did about maybe two or three of them about you. No, I wasn't, it wasn't like, I wasn't cussing you out or calling you out your name. I just maybe made a video about something that you said that
Yeah.
I didn't like, that some of you was so, and that I didn't like it, and I did a couple videos about it, but never was like nothing disrespectful. But even after I came up on your live and we talked and we rapped, man, I went and took them. I think there were about 3 of them. I went and took them down, and then we've been good ever since, But you did, but you had blocked me on Facebook. You still got me blocked on Facebook.
By Yellow One?
Nah, my name Travis. My name Travis Lynch on Facebook.
Okay. Now
I had came in your chat that night, came in your inbox that night on Facebook. I think I had did a video or something, and then you said you got happy. You called me, you said I can't comprehend or some shit, and you cussed me out. And you blocked me. You had blocked me. I think I did a video and I talked about like, damn, you blocked me. Yeah, so yeah, you got me. I'm blocked. You got me blocked, man.
Well, shit, I got you now, dog. I got you.
Okay.
I hit that shit up. Cause I'm hit that shit up with damn Thompson and shit too, man. Hey, Jim. Jim say something about Mike Dan them boy go tire me out. Both Max. Hey, salute to Mike Dan, man. I ain't talking no trash to apologize to Mike Dan. Mike Dan, I just say he smell like Ben Gay at turpentine. That's all. I ain't talking to Mike Dan. You was a bulldog, man. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It is what it is, man. I hope I ain't hurt your feelings too bad with that. That's just a joke. You know what I'm saying? I know Fat Bill rocking with you. You're good peoples. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Vernon Starr in the building, holding it down, man. Vernon Starr said they used to cross some things back in the days. We was talking about the staffs and stuff earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a staff that I got from a lady. I don't know what she like his pedigree or whatever, but he was a staff because she told me he was a staff. This is probably about 90, maybe about 99, maybe 2000, 2001, somewhere in that area. This was before 01 because I ain't have Sam over there. Damn, but he was pretty decent dog. I had to try him because I was young as hell. I had to take him out there and play with him and all kind of things. But whatever ended up happening with him, we bred him, and his thing got stuck out for a long damn time. And if you're a teenager, you ain't used to a dog where basically like prolapse, a male dog where his thing don't go back in, and he hanging out. And then he hung out for like 2 weeks, man. I'm talking about that thing started getting black, like he wanted to rotting off and all kind of stuff. And he ended up going back in. One day he just slipped back in. And he ain't never had that problem no more. I ain't never bred him no more. But it came when we bred him and he jacked off the female. The female was acting kind of crazy and they jerked away. And when they jerked away, man, he ain't never go back in. He was a Staffordshire.
This was the second time.
No, I'm talking about the Staffordshire that woman gave me. That's what we did.
You said it eventually went back in. Are you talking about the same time from when it was out the first time and it was out for 2 weeks?
Yeah, it was out about 2 weeks.
Now I found this out about a year ago how to make it go back in. All you gotta do is spray it with a hose pipe and it go back in.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, dog. When that shit out,
I just found it out last year.
If you get yours to go back in, you that's perfect. That's what you want. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when you got one that's out and it be stuck out, they tell you all the remedies they say that work for it. They say you put sugar on it, it'll make it go up. They say you put cold ice on it, that'll make it draw up, make it shrivel up and go back in. They say you put cold water on them, like you said, or whatever, that'll make them go back in. Put Vaseline around it. Now this is what you gotta do. Whether it go in or not, keep it Vaseline down. That way it don't get dried hard, like crust start getting on it, and you start getting hard and dirty and stuff. So keep it Vaseline and clean. As long as you keep it Vaseline down and clean, and that's what help it slip back in sometime as well. When you got that Vaseline on it, sometimes you can work it a little bit. And that's the thing about dog brothers. We do that shit, them girls will think, man, we some type of sexual animals or something, man. When we mess with them dogs and do AI breedings and things like that, man, you got to do all kind of stuff when it comes to these dogs. You got to do all kind of stuff, man. You never know. I had one that wouldn't go in, and it was, every day I had to push it about 1/4 of an inch. Every day it seemed like it go in a little bit further. I ended up having to do my own surgery on it. the best thing to do is go to a vet for anybody. I'm gonna tell you right now, go to a vet. That's the best thing to do because they'll help you, and you got to go to them fast before you start having damage. But I made a little slit up under the dog, up under his not his nutsack, but like where his penis was at. I made a little slit so that it was kind of bigger so the nuts could go back in. And then shit, I pushed the nuts in, but it wouldn't go all the way back in. And eventually I had to do. I put him to sleep, and I held him down, and I pushed that shit in as far as I can get it to go in, and it stayed all the way in except for a little teeny tip of this thing. All his nut part stayed in, and the little teeny tip of his thing stayed out. And he stayed in. He stayed in from that point right there. And I let him, I didn't bother him. I didn't put him on no hard exercise. Gave him antibiotics and stuff like that. And as far as I know, I ain't never breed him no more because I ended up selling him. But he lived to be a healthy dog.
Okay.
But yeah, that should have happened, man. And this two different dogs I'm talking about now. The Staffordshire was the one that went back in, and we ain't had no problems. Neither dog we had no problems, but the second one I'm telling you about, he started getting crust and stuff around it, and that's when I really learned. The second one is when I really learned how to take care of it. Put your Vaseline, keep it clean, and all that. When I was a teenager, I didn't know. Just come outside every day, the dog dick still hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Damn, it ain't going back in yet. Damn, it's getting dirty. It ain't go back in yet. But now as an adult, I know how to take care of it. So I kept it clean, man, and just kept it greased. And kept trying to massage it, push it back in. Not massage it enough to get them back hard again, but it's massage enough to get it back because you only want that nut set to get in. And I was telling you how it happened. How it happened, we had a dog in heat. He was in the cage. He was close enough to the dog to know she was in heat, and he did a lot of dry humping. Just dry humping. No dog around him. He just humping in the cage, until he got stuck out. Like he was breathing. And then when he did that, he never go back in. So it can happen. It can happen. Oh man, when it comes to prolapse, now I ain't gonna lie. I hate dealing with both of them, but once you get a female dog and she start prolapsing, it seems like she do that shit every time she go in heat, boy. And that shit,
one do that, thankfully.
Yeah, that's a good thing when you ain't never had one. And I don't know what make it. I used to think when I was younger, when you breed them dogs too young, and make them do that.
Nah.
I used to think that, but I don't actually know what causes it. I mean, we can all research it and see what it causes it, but I don't know, man. Bella UK, how you doing today? This morning, Bella UK in the building.
What's going on, Bella? What's up, Bella?
Yes, sir, man. That prolapse, boy. That prolapse is a mother. Walking down the street and your dog got that big old thing hanging out of her butt, and it can get bad, boy. That prolapse can get to the point where it start rotting and turning black and all that stuff like that. Like Vernon was saying down there. Oh, Vernon says in the genetics.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading in the comment.
So if it's genetic, boy, you start seeing it and you don't want to breed away from it. Now, hey Yellow, you said you never had a dog with it, so I can't ask you that. I'll go. Any of y'all brothers and sisters in the chat ever bred a dog with prolapse, and how to, do the prolapse only come out when the dog is in heat, and never when after that? You never see it again once the dog go back. Once you breed a dog and the prolapse go back in. She don't prolapse during the puppies and none of that stuff. So has anybody in the chat have any successful litters off a bitch that used to prolapse? Because I know brothers still mount the males up on them. All they do is some people push it up. The doctor push it up. What they'll do, they'll push it up in there, and they have some kind of stuff they rub on it. And they really say it's supposed to be a surgery is the only way you can really fix it. But they'll push it up in there and charge you a couple $100. Probably about ain't no telling what they're gonna charge you, but they'll push it up in there, and then they say they ain't guaranteed it's gonna stay up in there. When it come to that.
Have you ever had one they rectum come out?
Not really. Now that prolapse, you know, if for a person that don't know about dogs, they look at a prolapse and think that's what's going on. But I ain't never seen the actual rectum part. Cause I ain't gonna say if the dog strain hard enough, I'm quite sure it can happen. You know, just like a human being or any type of thing could probably make a dog that type of situation happen. But I never seen that part.
Yeah, I've seen it before. That was like maybe like in 2000. Me and a buddy of mine, we had bought a Rottweiler pit cross. She was black and tan. And she looked just like a pit, you know. She had the black and tan mark. We had bought her from a dude, and she was good at first. Like the guy that I went half on her with, he was he kept it at his house, and she ended up doing it. And I don't even remember. I never heard. I don't even remember what we ended up doing with that dog. I don't even remember what we ended up there. That was like in 2000. So I don't even know. But she definitely was like, man, a booty hole coming out. And I never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? I never. It was something, you know, it was shocking me. I'm like 20 years old at the time. And I didn't know what to do, how to handle it, you know.
I'm 45. I'm 45, and if I go out there tomorrow and it happened to me, I wouldn't know what to do with it right now. Shit, I have to go to the damn asking questions and Googling and research and calling the vet or calling my dog brothers or whatever and seeing what's going on because I ain't never ran across it. I seen prolapse on other brothers' dogs. I had one female of mine that went prolapse one time, and I ended up selling her, you know, down the road. But I never really dealt with that as far as that prolapse. I never when it come to breeding. Once I see that, I don't even try to really do too much breeding with them. That's like a oh man type feeling. Like damn, this shit gonna happen every dang on time. Every time she go in heat, instead of me seeing blood, I'm gonna start seeing a little pink thing. It's gonna start off a little small pink, just a little bit of pink, and then after a while, the whole thing hanging out the bottom.
Yep.
Now I got a brother, Burning Star. I got a brother that was talking about Burning Star said about the glands. That's what we talking about. That's what might be happening, or might be happening with that dog that you was talking about, yellow one with the butthole going out. Because the glands need to be squeezed and need to be expressed, and they need to be all kind of fluid that's jammed up in it. So it might be making the butthole protrude out. You know what I'm saying? By that happening. Hey, I was just about to say, since I seen that with Vernon say that shit made me think about it. I got a home city boy be telling me about that shit. Damn, he put me onto the glands and all that stuff. Man, you could take your dog, you know why your dog be scratching her butt on the ground? Scratching their butt on the ground and that type of stuff. What they be doing, they do it on their own. They do it on their own where they make their own glands release most of the time. But sometimes you gotta go. Sometimes you gotta do it. You gotta help them because it might be jammed up, clogged up, or some shit, or it's just all kind of stuff may happen. For the most part, it's straight. But if you go back there and you squeeze on they rectum and squeeze a certain kind of way, right now on your dog that you got right now, if you go back there and rectum and squeeze, put you some gloves on now and don't stand in front of it. I don't know this. I was told this. I'm telling you the story. But the story goes, you got to have on gloves and stand on the other side of it. And when you squeeze that rectum, that certain kind of way, that shit gonna squirt out like an elephant damn thing. Like how elephants spray that shit out. That shit gonna squirt out like diarrhea. But it ain't gonna be shit though. It's gonna be that fluid that's stuck up in there.
Yeah, my guy, he's a groomer, and he say sometime when he grooming, they'll ask him to they'll ask him to do it, and he do it for him when he grooming.
Yeah, yeah.
He said it stank. He said it stank real bad. Yeah, that's what he was telling me about the gland.
That's what my man say. Yeah, that shit gonna stink now. You know what I'm saying? But
But I think he said they get that from not taking a. I think I remember him saying that they not taking a hard enough shit. Like I guess the shit ain't coming out hard enough.
And when see that could make sense because when the shit come out hard, the shit if hard shit gonna compress the gland.
Press the gun,
as it's coming out.
And,
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
what he was
that
telling
makes
me. Yep.
sense.
Yeah, that's
That
what he
makes
was
sense.
telling me. He said dogs ain't taking hard enough shit, so you know the hell to combat that or to handle that, get ass some shit, some raw.
Yep.
And that you know.
Yep.
You know it's gonna be hard. You know when they go on that raw, when they go to the bathroom, that shit gonna be real hard.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep. That's what he
I ain't gonna
told
lie,
me.
man. I learned all this shit. I learned that shit in the last couple of years, dog. That's why I say I learned so much that I didn't know since I started a YouTube channel from brothers from all different places, man. In the chat, I learned stuff from brothers. In the videos, I learned stuff from brothers. Just simple stuff, you know what I'm saying? And shit, man. Listen, I ain't know nothing about no glands and all that stuff like that, and different things. And maybe that's the reason why now when I squeeze the glands, my dog ain't rubbing on his butt no more as like he was all the time. You know, and then if you know, it may be something that you need to do to you can feed a dog or some type of pill or something that you can get a dog or you know, but at least you know what the problem is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, but that's what he said. He said they ain't taking hard enough shits.
Yep. Ernest said it'd be constipated. Constipated, clogged up. Big salute to Union County in the building. Big salute, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with us tonight, man. I appreciate you too, Yellow One, man. Like I always say, man. Any of y'all brothers want to get up here and talk dog stories, about any breed of dogs, you're always welcome. I was gonna do a dog show tonight. I was gonna show some of that Cruff dog show from the Cruff. I don't know if y'all will be looking at the Cruff dog show. They be doing the dancing and all that stuff and the music and they had the police cars where they come out and the dogs run out the cars and stuff and different things. But it'd be on YouTube and I was gonna cut little pieces up of that and do it tonight. But I said I'll save that for another time if I show that or whatever. But okay, yeah, man, I appreciate
check that out.
Yeah, it's called Cruff.
CRUFT. Yeah.
That shit.
I haven't heard of it, but I never watched it.
And this is the thing about it, dog. It's through Raw Kennel Club, right? If I ain't mistaken, I could be mistaken, but I done Googled it one time. The two biggest dog shows in the world, dog, you don't have to have them kind of papers. You got to register with these people right here that you get into the show with. You know, if your dog fits the criteria for the and they accept pit bulls. See, AKC don't accept pit bulls, but they ain't the biggest show in the world. I'm talking about it's another show called the World's Dog Show. They will accept pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? And the Crawford accept mixed breed dogs. You know, you just gotta fit that criteria. Man, I don't care what dog breed it is, from the top to the bottom. They can't tell me if they dog competing in them events in Crufts, that shit don't feel like the shit. I don't care if it's Big with Mayday. I don't care if it's Tat with Yellow. I don't care if it's Colby with Pitcher. I don't care who it is. If you got somebody that got one of your dogs competing in that event, and they in that event where they doing all the freestyle stuff and all that, and running back and forth through the loops and all, man, listen, man, that shit just like having you a grand champion. It ain't the same as title. I'm talking about that feeling you feel inside. Oh, that's my dog doing that. That's my line doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So shit, man. That's why I said I'm gonna show them that video, dog, because it's a lot of shit that them people doing, man. I'm like, damn, dog. Anybody, if you got your dog doing this shit, dog, dog, I don't give a fuck what grand champion it is. He ain't gonna sell more puppies than that dog doing that shit in that Crufts. I don't give a fuck what kind of dog you got.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody dog doing that stuff in that Crufts and say it's a pit bull, and we all know who that brother is or whoever, or sister or whatever, and they doing that stuff in that Cruft, and that dog winning awards in them events and ranking high in them events, dog, them puppies gonna be top ranked, top notch, top dollar puppies. We talking $10,000, $20,000, dog. We ain't talking about no more 15. We ain't talking about no more motherfucking no $500, $1,500 and shit no more. We talking big bucks, no whammies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only thing about AKC, dog. One day we're gonna put some pressure on them to wonder why they want to accept a pit bull as a fucking breed, man. This shit deserves to be a fucking breed. We done started fucking damn 20 other breeds. How the fuck we ain't a breed when we done started all these other shits? If it wouldn't be no other pockets, no nothing if it weren't for the pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be it wouldn't be no bullies, no nothing.
Yep.
It wouldn't be no Staffordshires. How can you not recognize the pit bull? We understand they got a pass, but you can't, that shouldn't say, oh, you don't recognize us. The AKC recognizes, I'm talking about, okay, let's say from the 90s to right now, I guarantee you, dog, over 100 new breeds that came into the AKC. New breeds. How the fuck can they register new breeds and they don't recognize the pit bull terrier as a one whole breed? They recognize it as a blank term. We ain't talking about no blank term. We all know pit bull means blank term. We talking about the American pit bull terrier. That's a breed of dog. And one day,
you know, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the pit. To me, I don't like to call the word pit bull a blanket term because, like, okay, you mentioned something earlier. You had said something about Master Wild Bulldog. I had a conversation with him probably about 3 years ago. He was saying something about Burroughs. Burroughs they get cancer from being in a burrow, and I had responded to his video, so he had texted me. So he texted me like, "Oh, why you do a video?" I said, "I ain't doing no bad video about you. You know, I just didn't agree with what you said." So anyway, I called him, and we started talking on the phone, and he was like, "No, the word pit bull that's our breed's name. Our breed own that name." And he was so right. He made so much sense. So because I used to be kind of like skeptical about like tagging Pitbull on my dog, but I was like, he right. He made a whole lot of sense when he said it. So I'm like, damn, what society can call damn a blank man. Fuck this. When I say Pitbull, when we said Pitbull in the 90s, we wasn't talking about, just us as Pitbull people. We just said I got a pit or a Pitbull. We weren't talking about mastiffs and pressers and if they was what they was, and pit bulls are what they are, what they were. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just don't, I don't.
I'm just talking.
Society need to be, the media need to be educated on this. Ain't no pit bull.
Now, if you're just talking, if me and you just talking, when I say pit bull, I'm talking about a pit bull. I'm just like
right.
I'm talking about a pit, but we got to keep saying that shit because
but why should we though?
We shouldn't.
We shouldn't have to say, man, fuck no. We talking about the XLs ain't pit bulls and bullies ain't pit bulls, and pressers ain't pit bulls and cane corso. They not, saying the pit bulls now. Of course, press and corso breed, they call they dogs what they are. But we talking about what the media be saying and what society try to label everything. Nah, that's our name. That name belongs to us. It belongs to the dog in my avatar. It belongs to the dog in your avatar. Pitbull. And society need to hear this, and the media need to understand that. That belongs. That's that's a short way we define. Instead of saying APBT or American Pitbull Terrier, no, Pitbull. That's our dog. That belongs to our breed.
Yep, you're 100% right about that, dog. You're 100% right about that. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Hopefully one day we'll get it like that. Shit, to where all these other breeds start claiming their names and stuff like that. And it ain't that the owners ain't claiming it, it's that the people that that's outsiders. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that Preston Canary get loose. He called it the pit bull. Pit bull chasing somebody down the street. Just because it got that look, got a tail on it, got ears clipped, and Some people Presa Canaries ain't that big. They might be kind of shorter than the other ones. So it comes from miseducation, I guess. It ain't the Pitbull brothers that started this shit. It's the people that on the outside, and they giving us the damn term, trying to make us take the term. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the AKC, they won't even recognize the breed, saying it's a blanket term. Who said it was a blanket term? Y'all did? AKC know better than saying Pitbull a blanket term, because they go way back to back in the days when Pitbull was a Pitbull. Mr. Lightning wasn't calling no damn bulldog a Pitbull or whoever else a Pitbull. When they started them standards and Mr. Kobe them had the standards, a Pitbull meant a Pitbull Terrier, one kind of dog. You know what I'm saying? Up until the last, I'm gonna say, the 90s on up, that's when the Pitbull blanket term and all that shit start coming. Maybe in the 80s, the late 80s, maybe. I really say the 90s when the bully dogs start coming. And dog, you can have a shepherd dog type dog. If they got a box face, they're gonna call it a pit bull if it's running loose. It's just they look for bad shit for the dogs. So it's like they the top 5 dogs. As soon as you see something loose, you just hope it's a damn pit bull.
You say you started hearing the bully term in the 90s.
As far as the pit bull, as far as saying, actually in the 90s, I only talk pit bull. I only start hearing the real pit bull talk when, I start doing the news, Chico talking about the real pit bulls. You start paying attention to stuff. You start hearing people talking about, you start knowing, if you pay attention to stuff, you'll know that when a lot of people say pit bulls, they ain't talking about pits. They talking about, like you said, the XLs or the smaller bullies. Some people even call them pockets pit bulls, like pocket pit bulls. That's not a pocket pit bull. A pocket pit bull is a pit bull that's about the size of a chihuahua. There ain't no such thing. You know what I'm saying? If you take a full-figured pit bull, look like a 40-pound pit bull in shape, and take him and shrink him to a chihuahua with the same figure, the same physique, Bruce Lee shape, same little bit of legs on him, but he's just small, little 10-pound dog. Now you got a pocket pit bull. But there ain't no such thing yet. You know what I'm saying? Them other dogs gotta they owners gotta stand up and take they breeds. Basically, they gotta take their breeds.
But they were calling pocket pit. They're really saying pocket bullies.
Okay.
That's what they really mean. They'll call, like I said, that's when they was calling in the bullies pit bull. So that's why they'll say, I want a pocket. They call a bully a pit or whatever. Or, I want a pocket pit. Now you want a pocket, but pocket ain't number like just the height. Like I think a pocket female in the bully world, a pocket female is 14 and under, and a male is 16 and under in the pocket. Yeah, I think that's what I think.
Now, since we talking about that shit, I always wondered why nobody never created nothing like that. Like how you got the mini Doberman, the same exact as the big one, but it's just small form. I always wondered why nobody never made a small pit bull exactly the same form. It would have been a whole lot easier. I can imagine in the 90s, us walking around with dogs that are fit in our pocket, like in a pocketbook or something. And then you go into the shows and stuff like that. Doing the same exact thing, shooting in the rear, shooting in the chest, but this motherfucker ain't up to 5 pounds. You know what I'm saying? 5 pounds soaking wet, 5 pounds soaking wet. And you know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm talking really the size of a chihuahua. Man, that shit would have been crazy as hell.
Yeah, it would took a lot of inbreeding to get it like that.
Inbreeding and cross or something. You had I don't know how you made it work.
Yeah.
You'd have some ugly dogs in the process, boy.
Yeah,
you had some ugly dogs in the process.
Yeah. You definitely would have had some ugly deformed ugly dog to get them to do that.
By the time you'd have got them to the size you want them and the look you need, and them shits would have been looking like underbite chihuahuas and all kinds of, and them shits would have been ugly.
We were talking about bullies, right? The guy that started Razor's Edge, Dave Wilson, right? If you read Razor's Edge history, if you Google Razor's Edge history, he was a bulldog. He didn't talked about it before. He was the fight dog. Dave Wilson. If you read Razor's Edge history, he had a dog, a grandson of Plummer's alligator.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah, you just gotta Google Razor's Edge history, and then he's talked about how he didn't really just say he fought dog, but he was like I changed my ways, and he kind of got more into the showing of the the UKC show world. You know what I'm saying? But
now it's harder. It's harder to show your dog. I'm talking about in the UK, ADBA confirmation shows, and it's harder to train your dog and all that stuff than it is to take them out there and put them in the square. Even I could take them and put them in the square around the corner, but to go to these ADBA shows and different brother shows, you got to go state to state and city to city. So it's gonna be harder to do that. But
yeah.
But the reward from that shit, dog, I ain't gonna lie. I know I have to keep saying that shit too, because when you train one out, dog, and you got them fully trained out to how you want them, that shit damn feel good, man. As far as you feel like you accomplished something with that dog. You know what I'm saying? It's dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I train Mellow Yellow right now, but you don't know how much I look, and I can't do it because it kind of hinders me a little bit. But I look at all the time that I put in with Marino, and for an accident to happen and him to die like that off an accident, you know what I'm saying? Damn, dog, I put more time in than I even fucking realized, man. Like I go back and I start thinking about all the times I was out 12:30 at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? 1 o'clock in the morning with the camera out, that motherfucker recording with the drone. Got the drone floating up, and me and Marino doing bite work. We doing obedience work. Get out the next day doing the same shit, going to the Murder Beach, doing all the shit on the shows at Murder Beach, damn, coming to do these shows at Georgetown. Like we so many different things, going to this park, going to that park, getting my different homeboys to wear the bodysuit for me. Man, I'm talking about, and it's like you don't realize what you got until it's gone, and what you did for that dog until it's gone. Like I'm like, damn, I'm just starting at the bottom with Mellow Yellow. You know what I'm saying? Like so much shit. Even when it comes to I tell brothers to start these dogs off young, she got a lot of stuff that I missed with her as a puppy. Even though brother may look at her and I got her trained and I got her doing right and everything, but it's so much stuff I missed with her as a puppy that if I would have really stayed on her, she would have been doing way more than what she's doing now. But that's no excuse, because you can always train them. But it's easier, you know what I'm saying? Even down to her aggression. Like she gonna protect me no matter what. But one thing I would have did differently, I would have socialized her a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And bring that. See, she'll crank up without me telling her sometimes. And I would have had it to the point where she ain't cranking up at all until the situation is at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't take Mellow Yellow and let her go to the part where people can just touch her and all kind of stuff like that. And sometimes, nobody don't want people. You ain't supposed to be touching nobody dogs, but sometimes it's good to have a dog like that you can just go hang, and they just think this dog a punk. They think he a pussy, but this motherfucker is a straight up assassin. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a real protection dog is. One that you can go anywhere. A kid can come up on them. A child can do this. Anybody can do anything. He not tripping about nothing. He just that fucking smart dog where he knows, and you done put that much work in with him. And I will say this: any breed can do it. Ain't no one particular breed can do it. Any breed can do it. But you done put that work in, dog, and he ain't gonna make a move until somebody else make a move. And when you got him like that, dog, that shit a good feeling, man. Damn. And it's just crazy and you'll start thinking like, damn, man, these dogs are smart, man. These dogs could be, other than monkeys, when it comes to animals, other than monkeys, it ain't too much shit that can be smarter than a dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, dog, if you search on YouTube, you see brothers up there that taught them dogs 1,000 some tricks. This motherfucker could talk, write down, pick out colors and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And dog, when you can do all that stuff and you can show that shit with your dog, that shit is accomplishment. That's why I always say, I'm not trying to knock Kobe and none of them brothers. But if you could take, that was my whole thing, dog. If I could take a dog that's supposed to be animal aggressive the badass of the badasses of the badass bloodlines, and then I can take this dog and I can show him in the most disciplined form, the most disciplined way. It shows what I can do, you know what I'm saying, as a dog man. And it shows how smart this dog is. And it shows this dog in a different form, in a different way. And I will say this, no matter how good I train that dog, he ain't gonna be no less gamer. He's just as game as he was if I would have been rolling him 5 times. The game is in him, regardless. What he might not have is the schooling. He might not be as smart when it comes to that certain kind of stuff, but the game is there. You gotta breed that shit in him. That comes to your breeding stuff. But when it comes to training, dog, you know, you could take Mayday and train him to be the perfect service dog. You know, if you would have started as a puppy, it wouldn't have took nothing from him and Victor as dog men later on down the line, outside of him trying to say not attack other dogs. If he do all the training, but leave him fully functional when it comes to chasing after a dog or another animal, you know, and I'm speaking about the 90s when I speak about Victor, for anybody who don't know. Yeah, you know, man, shit, man, like one brother told me before, dog, imagine this is what we call triple crown, and I got to give my brother props. You know, my brother YB, he was speaking to me about this, what we call triple crown in modern day time, but we can't have it in modern day time because of the fact, you know, laws. But when you got a dog that's a box champion, you got a dog that's an APBT confirmation champion, and you got a dog that's a show champion when it comes to obedience wise. You know, even if he ain't a champion, he competing on high levels on all 3 platforms. You know what I'm saying? And see, we was in the 90s. We could talk about the 90s stuff. We'll say he a good box dog. He a good confirmation dog, and he a good obedience trained dog. If I want this motherfucker to cut circles, do this, do that, do this, he do it all. If I take him to the square, he kicking ass. If I take him to confirmation, he kicking ass. That what we would call.
He versatile. He versatile.
Yeah, we'll call him a triple crowner because he went in all 3 platforms. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you call a fucking superb dog. You know, I'm talking about the 90s wise. You know, I ain't speaking for the day because we can't do that stuff in the daytime, in today's time. You know, but I just get a kick, man. And I'm glad I had a chance to train my own dogs. I'm glad I took time out to train my dogs, fam, to see what it really feels like to have one obedience train. I mean, you ain't got to train your pits. You can have your little bullshit house dog, something that you just fuck with. But when you get that joker trained, man, that shit, you got them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that hard. The hardest part is doing it, starting it, doing it, continuing it, and just don't get frustrated. That's all it is to it, man. And it ain't for everybody. And every dog ain't meant to be trained. I'll be lying to brothers if I say every dog was meant to be trained. You know, some dogs just ain't meant to be trained. Some people just not into that type of stuff. No matter how much I say how good it made me feel, it might not make the next brother feel like that. You know, so you know everybody got different things that make their boat float or whatever. What you about to say, bro? You about to say something?
I was listening to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good accomplishment though. Like, to be able to show your works and
like you
that's
got
a good
dogs.
feeling.
Like you see the dogs back in the days when we look at the papers and they say purple ribbon. Okay, now these dogs that we looking at and say purple ribbon, like Jimmy Boots and the rest of these dogs, and these dogs were box dogs, but they competed in the show and scored high in that level too. They just didn't have the obedience in them, but they still competed on both ends of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's a UKC term, purple ribbon.
It's UKC, but if you was buying game dogs way back in the days, your game dogs, when you looked at the papers, it said PR behind it. They don't say it no more. They erased all the shit in the APBT papers. You don't see none of that shit no more.
So hold on. So APBT used to put PR on paperwork back then?
APBT might be did it, but I didn't see him on APBT as much. But it's not the dogs like Yellow. It's not the dogs like Eli. It's the dogs before. It could be Eli because he's from the 70s, but he wasn't one of the ones I'm talking about. It was other dogs. It was like it be real game dogs, but they show where they competed in the shows and the purple ribbon stuff. And you have the same
But I'm
dog.
saying, but that's not what purple ribbon mean.
What do it mean?
Purple ribbon is found on UKC papers, and it just means that the dog has 7 generations of UKC registered dogs. That's all it means.
So
it ain't got nothing to do with showing. Nah, ain't got nothing to do with showing the act. Nah, ain't got nothing to do with showing the accolades. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It just means that the dog either 6 generations or 7 generations of where the lineage is just UKC registered dog. That's all PR means.
Well, hell, I learned something tonight. Then shit.
Yeah,
I tell you what. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this though. Is that a good thing to have for like an old school DNA style, or is that like for people who just got registered into the system for 6 generations, 7 generations?
I think it's just some. It could maybe. I would see where it would be helpful with the DNA part, but it's just something that UKC came up with to kind of maybe separate themselves from the other registry, from the AKC and the ADBA.
Okay.
That's all. But and then like you look at their paperwork, like UKC got the I think let me say, I think what I'm about to say is correct. If you had a purple ribbon dog, when they send you the papers, you can get the gold flakes. Like the trimming had the gold flakes on it and shit. If it was a purple ribbon dog, had the gold, it was the paper. Like they paperwork they probably got the nicest looking paperwork.
But guess what, too now? When I was doing my research, AKC don't accept pit bulls, but UKC do. You can register your pit bull up with UKC, but you can't register them up with AKC right now today.
Oh yeah. See, but right, because they steady, saying the Amstaff, the AKC will say the Amstaff is different from the American Pitbull Terrier.
Yeah.
Now somebody had said something earlier. They were saying the APBT is a mutt. It ain't got no standard. I think Vernon Starr and Bella, that's what they said, it's a mutt. Yeah, I think Vernon Starr and Bella said that earlier. Now we talking about the U. Now let's go to the UKC.
Yeah.
See, I always ask people. That's why I used to have this conversation. Like, which version are y'all talking about? Not Vernon and Bella, but I would say, what version of the Pitbull you talking about? Which one are you talking about? The ADBA version? Because UKC version is very consistent. It's very consistent. It's a very consistent. You go look some of these UKC breeders that's breed people. They shit real consistent.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
If I'm telling you I had them purple ribbon papers, I had to have UKC papers on the pits then. Shit, because I had the purple ribbon papers. I've seen them.
You had UKC. If you saw that PR, if you saw the dog name and the registration number, and it had PR by the name, you had UKC paperwork.
Yep.
Yeah, ADBA don't put it on their paperwork, and it ain't an AKC thing. You had a UKC dog.
And the dog that I'm talking about, the dog that I'm talking about, that's why I said the Jimmy Boots dog earlier, because I seen Jimmy Boots in his pedigree. And
somebody may have somebody might have crossed, they might have dual registered the dog. You can register them. UKC will register a game dog.
Oh yeah,
they'll register Mellow Yellow and YSL.
Yep.
They'll register them dog, but they probably won't be PR. Now we talking about that Jimmy Boo dog. That dog, that's way back. He was way back in the 60s. So yeah, if you look, but you didn't see, but I'm saying, did you see you didn't see PR by Jimmy Boo's name though?
No.
But you just saw him in the pedigree.
Yeah.
See, so somebody just dual registered the dog. That's all. They had judges like, because I had sold a guy a dog. This was back in 2007. I sold a guy a dog. It was an ADBA dog that I sold him. Well, they got the dog registered at UKC. Well, they had it's a judge. It was a judge down. He was an old man, and you could call him, and you could meet up with him. He could come look at your dog, and he would judge it right there. And he would, he would sign off, and he signed off. You send it in. Of course, you might send him a copy of the ADBA paperwork, and you would get your dog dual registered. And that's how it would be. That's how you can dual register an ADBA dog. You got to let a judge look at it, I know they told me that, and I think they said something you can send in like a VA, like a tape or something like that. But I know they said that you can let the judge, you can call the judge. I think you got to probably to pay him, to come judge your dog. He'd look at your dog, and then he would he would sign off on it, and you can get him UK. That's how you got him UKC registered too, like that.
Damn.
Yeah, but it was some UK. But it's some. You say what now?
No, I was about to say he had a couple of them dogs that I had bought from a brother, different brothers that was UKC registered back in them days, back in the 90s.
Yeah, oh yeah. If you saw that PR by it was definitely a UKC dog. But see, UKC now they version, they a lot more consistent. They more consistent with they dog.
I always thought that
It's
PR
hard to look. Huh?
Yeah, I always thought that PR would have something to do with shows and shit, dog.
No, it just means that the dog got 6 consecutive generations of UKC, 6 or 7. I want to say it's 6 or 7 of UKC registered dog. That's all it means. It ain't got nothing to do with showing. I ain't got nothing to do with showing.
Okay, you say 6 or 7 generations of UKC registered dog.
Registered dog, like somebody. That's all they've been just dealing with.
Yeah,
They just been dealing with them for generation. It's PR. That's all it means.
That's like a certification saying that they know this shit is off this right here because they've been registering with us.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's just something they did to kind of, like I say, it's something they did to kind of separate themselves from other registrants. Like, and then I said, they got that. I know some when I was dealing with them, they had the best quality. Like they papers look good, they papers fit. The paper was different. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be like AKC, they got some little old shit ass. They paperwork, I ain't gonna say it's shitty, but it ain't like that in the early 2000s UKC papers, like just the actual quality of the papers and shit. And like I said, you got that PR, you can get them gold flakes around and shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? They get the gold seal on there in UKC, it was real, but I think your dog had to be PR to get the gold flakes on the paperwork.
I tell you what, man. You ever order that statistic pen sheet off of ADBA from the ADBA registry?
I haven't, but what I did do with one of my bullies, I had got him. You talking about a DNA profile?
No, it's like when you order your paper, when you get your paper from ADBA, if you stroll on the screen and look at the bottom or whatever, they say you can check if you want a pen statistic sheet. And what it do
I
is
never got that. Yeah, I never got that on mine.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was gonna order one just to do a show on my dog. I'd ordered one before on Sambo a while back, so I know what it tells you. Man, they send you about a page or two, and it breaks down. I don't know how they do this shit, dog. I guess they have somebody, the people that run the system or whatever, but they break that shit down, dog, and it's like they break it down to say why this man bred like this and why they bred like this. They yellow one bred, I'm just use your name or whatever. But they say whatever your name registered as, you bred this so-and-so red boy dog to get this right here and do this. Man, that shit break that shit down so good, dog. I'm talking about, and they got that shit for everybody, dog, that's in their system. You just gotta order it. You know what I'm saying? When you order it, that shit give you a whole page. You be like, damn, boy, I ain't knew that much shit about my dog. You know what I'm saying? That shit, like in my standpoint, like since I got the dogs, it'll go back. I know it'll go back to Don Mayfield or them. It'll say Mr. Mayfield. It might go back before Mr. Mayfield, and it say who bred what. Tell you the percentages of this you got and percentages of that you got in your dog. Then time to get the mellow yellow, it'll say she this much percentage of this and this much of that, and she's a product of this and blah blah blah. And they talking like they own the damn dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they write that shit out, dog. That shit cool as hell. I ain't gonna lie. It costs about $70 or $60 or something like that, but that shit cool if you never had one before. You know what I'm saying? Just to read it and read the information they give you about your dog, and you ask yourself, how the hell they know this shit about my dog? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you what I did do. I was under the UKC. I had DNA profile one of my bullies. I had they sent me I ordered a kit. I forgot, it might have been maybe $70 or $80. But they sent me the DNA kit. I had to swab the daddy mouth, and I had to swab the mama mouth, and I had to swab the dog off of them. And I sent it. It took about 9 months for this shit to come back. Damn. But I got it back though, and they sent me like a DNA. It's called a DNA analysis, and I got it. You know what I'm saying? The dog he struggled about. He been dead like 2.5, about 2.5 years now. but I still got his paper. I got the DNA, you know, the DNA. I don't know how to read that shit though. I swear I didn't even know what I was looking at. But it would say next to his name though. If I would ever do a UKC breeding, it would say DNAP.
Yeah.
So that means he DNA profile. It would say next my bullet Tango. It would say next to his name. Man, I miss that dog. I be thinking I was looking at his picture today.
So
But
let me ask you this before we get up out here. Let me ask you this right here. Since we talk about DNA, do you think in the next 10 years or in the future that you'll be doing any dual registry? Because I heard that's some things that I hear brothers talking about where they breeding two males and getting both of them DNA profile and the puppy's DNA profile and ADBA register them like that. You know, they just tell you the process to go through. You think that'll be something that you may do in the future?
You saying breeding two males to one female, or just breeding two males on my yard?
No, ADBA lets you breed two males to one female. You just got to tell them what's going on. You got a DNA profile, both males, and you got to send the puppies, and they're gonna send you the DNA percentages of each male. Say, oh, this one for I'm gonna say my dog named Yellow One. This one, these three puppies from Yellow One.
And then them three puppies from and these three puppies from Sambo.
Yeah. And they register.
Nah,
I check ADBA. I check ADBA. They register them just like that too.
Yeah, I don't think I ain't never did. I ain't never bred a female to two male. I ain't nothing I probably ever do.
Yeah.
Because I've never done. I just didn't. Let me stick because I kind of got my stuff mapped out like years down the line, like who I'm, you know, what I want to do. So I think I'll probably just breed like I've been doing. Just let one stud, you know, stick to female, do that about 2 or 3 times. And yeah, I don't think it's something I do.
Yeah, I ain't.
You know, I'm not saying I'm not saying it's definitely out of the question, but it's not something I've never thought about doing.
Yeah, I think most people gonna probably stick to the old fashioned, but as modern time, like we say, it's time switching up and stuff. That stuff, something like that, is gonna save you time. If I got Fletcher and Sambo in the yard, and shit, if I breed Fletcher with them, that's gonna be I gotta wait for her to come and heat. I gotta have the puppies, wait for her to have the puppies, take care of the puppies, wait for her to come back and heat again, and breed it with Sambo. If I do it that way, I could breed both dogs at one time. I'm saving almost a year and a half worth of time. You know what I'm saying? Getting both litters of puppies to see what's what, so I can say, oh, I like these, or I like them, or I like both of them. You know what I'm saying? It can help both people out. I just think I haven't really put too much thought to it, but once I see ADBA is really accepting that, then I know it's a matter of time for brothers start doing it, man. And as long as you got DNA profile, it's gonna be DNA profile. So it's not gonna, other than promoting it, like say if I'm up here advertising my dog, you won't really know that I got 2 different litters. You know what I'm saying? If I'm advertising it, yeah. If I say, oh, Mellow Yellow just had some puppies, now I'm saying the puppies are Fletcher and they really dual registered, I gotta tell you they dual registered. But if I ain't the what type of person that's on social media and I'm just sitting back and I do all this stuff on the back streets, you want some puppies? I got some puppies. Here go these off her, you know, and I got, you know, I can say got them off that same different daddy or whatever. I don't necessarily got to say they came off the same litter because they might not be young when you get them. You might get them at a year old. You might get them at 9 months old. And I'll say, oh, they off the same mama dog, but it's just different daddies. You know what I'm saying?
And then you would be able to tell them, you would be able to show them and what's what. Well, I think a lot of time, man, I think you said something about saving a year and a half, but you could do that way, you know what I'm saying? But then some people would rather take to be more patient.
So like they say, it ain't easy to take the shortcut. I mean, it ain't good to take the shortcut all the time.
Yeah, another thing, I was talking to a guy, he breed Dobermans, and we get to talking, and he was like, we get to talking about breeding. I asked him about what you think about breeding litter mates, and he was like, well, that ain't how the AKC do it. He said AKC breeders, they'll take a dog and breed. They'll take 2 dogs with the same mom and daddy from 2 different litters, and then breed them. So that's gonna take more time because you gotta, like you said, you gotta wait for it to come back and heat, have the puppies, and then raise the puppy. Then you got to let that puppy grow up. But then the shortcut would be what a lot of people do. They'll take 2 dogs out the same litter and breed them together.
Yeah.
As opposed to the AKC, he was like, that's how they do it. He was like, they just breed. And I wanted to get more in depth as to why it's different or why it's better to do it.
Because you know what, it ain't that it's better. The reason why they do it that way, because for one, AKC don't accept pit bulls. Pit bulls is the only breed.
No. He said with any. He was talking about with any breed. He was just saying. He said AKC breeders.
Yeah.
So they
now,
do it with other breeds.
Check this out, right?
Okay.
The pit bull is the only breed out that we do inbreeding with like that. You know what I'm saying? So when it come to any other breed, they ain't gonna really do a whole lot of inbreeding the way we do with the pit bull. So you know, when we look at brother and sister, brother, uncle, they gonna start looking for big gene pools. They might do that cross together, like you say, brother and sister, the same mama, different daddies, or same daddy, different mamas, or something like that.
No. It'd be the same mom and daddy, different litters.
Different litters.
Right,
okay.
like a repeat breed. Yeah.
You saying if they do the repeat, most time it's gonna be different litters, not the same litter.
Right. He said they breed brother and sister, but they just don't be out the same litter.
Okay.
And I wanted to get it. I wanted to ask him, like, why? What's the difference? What's the difference in breeding them from the same litter as opposed to differently? I wanted to get more in depth about that. About that comment, but I didn't. You know, I didn't get a chance to get around to ask him. But he breed Doberman.
Yeah, only thing I can really get from that is, I mean, I'll sit there and listen to what he said, and he go tell me some knowledge if I don't know about it. But I mean, brother and sister, I will say, you really not getting nothing different. You know, say the same litter, Melio and Fletcher. That's why I didn't really want to breed them together, because I'm not getting nothing really different. But at the same time, they can make great puppies, and they can make puppies better than them as well. But it's like, if I go to the same breeding but a different litter, I don't know, dog. He may can give you give all of us.
That's why I should have just went in depth, and so we can touch more on that topic, so I really know. But I didn't. Like I said, I didn't know.
But sometimes, okay, like this last litter I had off Fletcher, and Fletcher and BG. I did that breeding before, but this litter came out all blind, just like Fletcher. The whole litter came out blind. Now, if I make that same breeding, if I breed a brother and sister that was bred but of a earlier litter, and one of the orange puppies off of it, that puppy is a little bit different than that litter that I just had. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's the same exact breeding, but it's got something different in it because it's orange. And this puppy over here, the whole litter came out yellow. So, if I take one of them right there and breed to an earlier litter that orange and got a little bigger head or something, maybe take after the mama a little bit more, maybe. Now we got something a little bit different, because at the end of the day, they brothers and sisters, but each dog still carry their own traits. Each dog still carry their own little thing they got going on with them. So even though they got the same blood, that's why I always say, like Jeep and Charlie didn't produce the same kind of dogs, and like Red Boy and his brothers didn't produce the same kind of dogs. Even though they same pedigrees, they still got their own production they produce. Like the Big John dogs, we got Split Ears or Little John or Crazy Eyes. They all great dogs, and they all bred exactly the same in different ways, but still the same. But they all still got their own. That's why I say the dog in front of you is the dog that matter, because we looking at the pedigrees and all that shit matter. But this dog in front of you is the genes that you're gonna get as well. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. But and like I said, that brother probably got a whole lot more knowledge on that particular field like that. He can explain it to all of us, better as far as why they do it like that. I'm just guessing. If I would guess, I'm guessing little mate kin, same litter is gonna be closest you can get to any closest. You can't get no closer than the same litter. When you go different litters, you're a little bit off, even though they still the same. Because each one of them dogs gonna carry this one might got genes from damn the granddaddy. This one might got the traits from the damn mama. This one might got the traits from the daddy. This one might got the traits from the great granddaddy in the 6th generation. You know what I'm saying? And so now that I got these traits from the dog that ain't the side and down, you know, and I'm coming off a whole different litter. So it give me a better chance to get something a little bit different. That's the only thing I can really think of. And if I'm wrong, you know, I would love to get him up here and talk about that. That'd be a good topic to talk about.
Oh yeah. Like I said, you might have seen him. You know the dude. You be checking out NWA Corsos.
NWA no,
Corso. He got a podcast on YouTube.
Nope, I ain't never seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, they was all up on there one. It was him and a Presser breeder and a Doberman breeder. Doberman breeder named Gerald. He from, he breeded Dobermans and shit. Well, anyway, they was all up on there on there talking. But I had talked to him probably about 3 or 4 years ago about this topic. So, but that's who the guy is though. But another thing, you had mentioned something about Jeep and Charlie. What you think about when people call Charlie a Jeep dog?
I did a show about that. He ain't no Jeep dog. That's the thing
you know
about
why
it.
They call him that. They say that
because they're the same level.
Jeep is more popular.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what we got to remember. If we can remember that, it's exactly what you said just now. Charlie ain't a Jeep dog because Jeep ain't nothing but a name. Only way you can be a Jeep. Only way you can be a Jeep dog is if you're coming off Jeep. Now Charlie and Jeep supposed to have the same exact DNA. Why wouldn't he be a Jeep dog? Why wouldn't he be? Because he ain't off Jeep. He's a Charlie dog. Bloodline ain't nothing but a name. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so he can never be a Jeep dog, but he bred just like Jeep, exactly like Jeep. So as far as that, it's a two-way answer. They ain't Charlie grandkids aren't Jeep dogs. They Charlie dog.
That's right.
Vernon said Charlie is a honey bunch dog. He be considered a honey bunch dog. But I mean, Jeep a honey bunch dog, but I know exactly what you're saying though, dog, because I spoke about that one time before. Any puppies that we have off Charlie right now, I'm gonna tell you what though. I believe that if you got something off Charlie and you take something off Jeep and go back to each other, that'd be some hellified cross right there. It ain't a cross, but I'm talking about that'd be a hellified mix right there,
And I was having this back on the bully dog. I was having this conversation with somebody. It's been she maybe over 10 years ago, and it's a famous dog named Short Shot.
Yeah,
and he got a brother named Baloo. Baloo wasn't as famous. He wasn't promoted as much as Short Shot was, but he was a better looking dog. And I had a lot of his blood in the bully stuff that I had. But I was talking to somebody, they was like, oh, it's Short Shot was Baloo, he just a Short Shot dog. No, he not. Baloo is Baloo and Short Shot is Short Shot. Just like we were saying Jeep is Jeep and Charlie is Charlie. They litter mates and shit, but they give each dog their own credit. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to get his dog the credit because
it's just like Razor's Edge. If Razor's Edge is the name of a dog, right?
Razor's Edge was the name of his kennel.
Okay. How about Gotti?
Gotti is a dog.
Okay. Now the Gotti line. Okay. Now Gotti, little mate brother and sister is not the Gotti line.
Right.
Gotti, they bred just like Gotti, but only way they can be Gotti line if Gotti line started from Gotti's actual father and mother. And that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Gotti, whatever he produced, the dogs he produced, all that's Gotti. Gotti little mate brother, his little mate brother. If he ain't made a name for himself, that ain't Gotti.
Right.
We don't know what they're gonna throw off. But
and even if he made a name for himself, he still wouldn't be Gotti. He would be whatever he is. He whatever he is. Yeah, he whatever he is. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, if we at 3, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here
Yeah.
for the night, man.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
for sure.
I appreciate you, man. You want to leave anything with the chat tonight?
Oh man, shit. Just hey, well, I want to leave with you. Just stay on the path of what you own. Just
Yes,
stay
sir,
on the
man.
path that you own. That's all I want to leave with you. Hey, people know my social media, Yayla One. Shit, Travis Lynch on Facebook. So
Hey, I'm about to unblock you too, dog. It might not be tonight, but I get it. I get it, dog.
okay. It's the same picture. It's the same picture. This one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all brothers down in the chat, man. Y'all sisters, my sister down in the chat. I gotta stop saying sister. I got one sister that rock with us. Y'all gotta stop giving Bella hell, but down there, nobody better not give Bella hell, because that's the only sister that be rocking with us down in the damn chat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
When you got one girl that roll with you like that, y'all gotta be able to, hey, at least when my era, you know, everybody gotta throw down for that one girl. You know, you can't damn pick on. Ain't nobody doing that, but I'm just saying, you know, we got to represent Bella, because that's our only lady that be rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? We'll get Bella up here to give us an interview one of these good old days. One of these good old days, we'll get you up here, Bella. When we got to get our timing right and all that type of stuff, because Bella on that damn UK time. And we exact opposite of what she doing right about now. We about to lay it down. I think she's starting it up. So man, yeah, y'all have a great night, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all had a couple hours, good 3 hours, because I came in about 30 minutes, or probably wasn't even 30 minutes, and Yellow came up here with me. Y'all got 3 hours with some dog talk tonight, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. PBK9s, Yellow One in the building. Y'all stay safe out there. Thanks to everybody in that chat, everybody that watched that went in the chat. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all hit that like button up, man. And remember where you got it from first. PBK9s, and we out.